Morty's Diner. Hot coffee without the toxic sludge. Morty's Diner. Hot coffee without the toxic sludge. Morty's Diner. Hot coffee without the toxic sludge. Morty's Diner. Hot coffee without the toxic sludge.
Hello, good afternoon. This is Morty. I am here under duress. I do not consent to this appearance. I do not consent to search of my car. Are you serious? Are you serious? I'm not driving. I'm live streaming. I'm not driving. I'm live streaming. I am here under duress. I do not consent. Welcome to a Sunday afternoon show over at Morty's Diner. As indicated in the title, it's a rainy Sunday afternoon at Morty's Diner, and there's absolutely no content. So, if you're looking for a place to hang out without any lying or face blasting, pegging, or psychopathic delusional derangement, you're welcome to pull up a seat, have a cup of coffee or tea, and have a relaxing Sunday afternoon. Hey, I'll put up the invite link if anybody would like to be a guest on the panel. That would be fine. Morty has absolutely nothing to talk about. But since when is that a problem? Hey, Espresso Racer, how's it going? I dig the Italian music. Yeah, Italian music's pretty good. So was Indian music. Right. I don't think this is Indian music, but it's okay. It can be. I don't consent anyway, so it's okay. Couple of messages to get taken care of. This, first and foremost, the truth lives at Morty's Diner. I mean, that's just the truth. But also, not only that, the big Portland meetup, plans are being made. Being prepared. Full details will be announced soon enough, and that should be pretty great. Also, there'll be lots of psychopath content coming soon. Stay tuned to Morty's Diner for the explosive details. Warning: heavy loads involved. Yes, agreed. Yeah, currently the backstage team is, the off-air team is putting together. I'm putting together lots of psychopath content. It will be coming soon. It's going to be explosive. Okay, so be sure to wear face protection. And be sure to wear, a face mask and eye goggles at the minimum. Perhaps a full face shield might serve you best. Warning: heavy loads involved. There'll be major blasting. We'll be revealing a lot of psychopath content. For some people, it will be a return to the asylum. For some other people, it will be a brand new first-time exposure to heavy load blasting psychopath content. It will all be coming soon here at Morty's Diner. So stay tuned for details as it gets close to blasting time. And it will be a long-term blasting sequence of psychopath content. So caffeine up, get a full plexiglass face protection of some sort, and then sit back and enjoy that super content coming soon. No kidding, no joke. But for today's show, as the title indicates, no content. But things can change at any moment. Espresso Racer, I was watching those people, and the phrase face blasting is auto-blocked from the chat. Wow, isn't that interesting? Wow, that's very interesting. You know, not only do they face blast the donors who specifically want to be face blasted, and the general audience who are watching, but they also self-face blast. Not many people are into that, but they're into it. So the blasting is self-blasting, wide dispersal blasting of the viewers, and also by super chat request you can get face blasted. There's something for everybody over there, blast-wise, that is. Wow, amazing. Oh, 13 viewers. Thanks everyone for watching. And shout out to the lurkers. They're always lurking, they're always watching. They can't get enough of this channel. We all know it's true. They can't stop watching. It's incredible. I had plans for today. I had plans for yesterday to go somewhere out of the city, you know, by Amtrak, and I just could not get it together. So I canceled my reservation yesterday, full refund, and then I decided to do it today. So I made new reservations on Amtrak. I got up at 7:30. And I just can't move in the morning. I just can't do it. It's all the drugs I take and the benzos, and I just couldn't move. Even right now, I just don't feel like going out, and it's raining and cold. I think the rain might end in a while. Just couldn't do it. So I refunded the 2 tickets, canceled and refunded before the train time, so full refund again. Man, and I'll try it some other time. Crappy, if you set out to have a hot dog one day, what brand of Franks and buns do you get? Any good recommendations? Well, that's a good question. Well, I don't eat that many hot dogs. Oh, hello, Real Sucklehorn. Thank you for watching the channel. Good day. In general, Hebrew National is the better choice to get. Nathan's hot dogs were okay, but the few times I bought them at the supermarket, wrapped up in plastic, they're very, very salty. So I didn't really like them. I don't buy the usual supermarket brands like Ballpark and Hormel and Armour and, all that stuff that's made with ground up pig snouts, ears, tails, lung, heart, hooves, genitals. I mean, anybody who buys those brands of hot dogs, well, I guess they're tasty, but, it's just garbage. It's just awful of the pig, But hey, people aren't that picky anymore. But I really don't buy that many I don't buy hot dogs much at all. Sometimes when I'm at Costco, maybe I'll go to the food court and get a hot dog and Pepsi. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. And how about you, Espresso Racer? What hot dog brands do you get? There is a brand of hot dog one of the viewers told me about years ago. It's based in New York. It actually was established before Nathan's opened up. I forgot the name, and it's supposed to be a much higher quality beef hot dog, but I can't remember the name of it. You can buy it on their website, and they'll ship it to you, in a dry ice container or something, but I can't remember. Hello, Pasta. Nor'easter blizzard snowstorm here underway. Oh, you lucky guy. Man, what I would do to be living where there's blizzards and howling winds and... Hey, JBJB, great to see you. How are you? Okay. Jesus. Well, what do you think is in those, Armour, Ballpark, the supermarket, really low-priced brands? They just grind up, they don't grind up the prime choices of, prime cuts of beef into their hot dogs. It just says beef and pork product. And they just grind the shit out of it and add chemicals, and that's the hot dog. But they're tasty, but duh. But, yeah. Vienna beef is supposed to be a good brand, too. And I've had those. I guess those are okay. But really, hot dogs aren't healthy because of all the crap they add in them. There's some videos on YouTube. There's a channel it's called something like How It's Made. And it shows how things are made, like, Coca-Cola bottling plant, a hot dog company. And it shows how hot dogs are actually made, in the factory. And it's just disgusting when you see what it is. But, yeah, whatever. Yeah, Nathan's, I used to eat Nathan's here and there when I was back in New York. And they even had a couple shops on Long Island. I remember one they had in Hicksville at the Mid-Island Plaza. I used to pass by that plenty of times, and I would sometimes go in there for a hot dog, I guess a Coke, and a knish. They had pretty decent potato knishes as well, and they were pretty good for what it was. And the Coney Island as well, Yeah. By the way, did I tell you that I tried for the first time ever the Haagen-Dazs rum raisin? I bought that last week, a week ago, and I finally tried it. It was awful. It was the worst Haagen-Dazs flavor ever. I can't believe that's been around for over 40 years. Haagen-Dazs rum raisin. I took a few bites, and I said, this is shit. And I tried it the next day, and I said, this is still shit. So I just, scooped it out into the kitchen drain. Just let it melt away under hot water and got rid of it. Just horrible. That's my opinion. But for Haagen-Dazs, I like the vanilla chip. That's my first choice. Usually chocolate chip is my first choice with any ice cream. But, yeah. Yeah, the snap, that's part of hot dog culture, which many people don't know anything about. Oh, it's Tommy. Yeah, McConnell's. I've tried McConnell's too. It's much thicker and it is a premium brand. I don't remember which flavors I've bought, but I've bought it a couple times. It was pretty good. Yeah, very heavy. You know. Pick your pronouns. Well, how are you? Pick your pronouns. I don't use pronouns. It's just he, she, they, them. You know, that's about it. I don't do they, them, and all that stuff. Tommy, JB, everybody, stay tuned to the channel because coming up soon enough, we'll be doing lots of psychopath content. It's going to be explosive. Just be warned, heavy loads involved. And of course, it's all true. Oh, hit the wrong button. What's this? McConnell's chocolate-covered strawberries is my best. $10. You know, there's a brand at the stores here. It's the pint container. The brand name is Alex Ice Cream, A-L-E-C apostrophe S. And they sell it at the upscale grocery stores. So I bought it one time. It was like chocolate ice cream. $10. It was disgusting. It was like cement mix. It was so heavy. It was like sludge, sewer sludge, cement mix. It was unbelievable. So I just threw it out. I just, again, scooped that out into the sink and washed it away with hot water. It was absolutely awful. Yeah, so the higher price doesn't necessarily mean you're going to like it. I mean, the ingredients may be top quality, but there's more to making ice cream there's more to a company producing good ice cream than just only picking the best ingredients. You know, they have to make it taste good. You know, texture is a big part of it. Okay, exactly. Morty is a nice guy is a good video. Well, thank you. I think it's a great video. Yeah. The music makes it feel like we're riding camels into the desert. Riding camels, fine. I don't know what some of you people would do with camels, but riding camels, I guess, can be kind of fun. Floodland, which is more bizarre, sovereign citizen videos or psychopathic panelist conversations? That's a very good question. Which is more bizarre, sovereign citizen videos or psychopathic panelist conversations? Yeah, definitely. Bring back the mental institutions. That's what I say. Yeah, Nancy Pelosi famously has a hoard of Talenti ice cream in a $20,000 freezer. I saw that video from some years back where she was giving a tour of her kitchen, and she opened up her Sub-Zero or some, fancy brand of freezer like that, and she had like 10 or 20 pint containers of ice cream. Each one, she said, was $20 a pint. I don't know if it was Talenti or some other, faux quality San Francisco, gay brand of ice cream, them ice cream. But yeah, what can you do? She's just the bitch of all bitches. I wish I was Attorney General. She would be in prison on day one. She'd be in Leavenworth pounding rocks along with all those other people, all her friends, Gavin Newsom and the Clintons and the Obamas and Big Mike. Yes, Big Mike would be in the men's prison. I mean, come on, let's get real, And Barry would probably be in the women's prison for all we, But anyway, whatever. We're not going to talk about Big Mike today. I like that Gevalia coffee house blend. I liked it so much, you know. It was a nice change from Pete's Coffee House Blend, which is one of my, go-tos. I drank so much of that coffee. I just like 3 large coffees a day, like, 16 ounces, 3 of them. Way too much. So I thought I'd buy another, because I used up the bag. It's over. So I went and bought another Gevalia coffee. This one I made this morning is Colombian, and it's not as good. I mean, it's pretty basic, okay, but I like the house blend Gevalia better. But if anybody buys that brand, the one you want is Signature Roast. I think you have to be a Gevalia, on their website. You have to buy that. That was really, I had that 25 years ago, and it was really good. But anyway, nobody cares. Yeah, nobody cares. Oh, I was going to premiere a new thing today, but I didn't download it. Ah, shit. Next show. It was very good. Do it on the next show. I saw on one of the channels that we all know about out there, I saw some posts that one of the channel hosts put up yesterday. Maybe it was the day before, but I saw them yesterday. I couldn't believe it. Well, I'll believe anything, but I couldn't believe it. Holy shit. Maybe you know what I'm talking about. I don't want to specify what it was, but because it was just horrible. Unbelievable. Espresso Racer. Big Mike in the men's prison is a good joke. You should sell it to Greg Gutfield. Well, I'm sure he already, knows that, Yeah. He's called Big Mike for a reason. Barry can verify that. Oh, I saw American Pie. Yeah, it was stupid, But I did see it in the theater back in L.A., I guess late 90s it was, I can tell you, that's one thing about my channel you can be sure of. You don't need eye goggles and a face mask when you watch this channel, So be thankful for that, Unless you don't want to, on those other channels. I'm sure some people there, don't want to wear a face mask or eye protection. They just say, blast me, baby. Here's $10 super chat. Blast me. Make it big. And they're into that, What can I say? Yeah, my bank account is minus $51 today. Minus 51. I'm serious. I'm absolutely serious. Tommy, you hear that? Minus $51. I need to get it to 0. Yeah, I don't have any pay pigs on this channel. People who pay big money for control, submission, and humiliation. That's a nice chair. That pay pig's got a nice chair, by the way. Looks really good. Oh yeah, Jax. So Jax has been doing now. He's on the Hate Channel. He's sponsored by the Blaster, the Master Blaster, the Master Hater. And he's over there doing a show now. I think he's had a couple shows done now, and well, Morty's Diner. Don't waste your fun money on a live streamer's weekend bender. Oh, man. Holy shit. Disgusting. But true. A floodland. I saw some posts. Yeah, exactly. Absolutely unbelievable. Unbelievable. Espresso Racer, why do so many people on those channels have criminal records? Well, that's absolutely correct. And they all like to hang out together, Yeah, well, more to talk. There'll be more on that in upcoming shows. Yeah. I'm one of the few people on these channels who's never been arrested, let alone never been to jail or prison. Never been booked at a police station, But, in this kind of community, it's like, well, what's wrong with me? I don't fit in with those people. Have you ever counted up, when you're at home just whacking off, have you ever just thought of, like, how many ex-convicts and felons are in this or that community or in the YouTube channel verse? It's unbelievable. Think about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's right away you got 5. Okay. 6, 7, 8. Right off the top of my head, I got 8 of them right there. That's just a start. There's more, at least 8. 9, 10, I could probably come up with 10. If I sat down and just made a quick list, I'd have 10. It's unbelievable. And they're all attracted to it. They all find each other, Yeah. And I'm not talking about white collar criminals, Like if Tommy were to, become a criminal, it would be a very high level white collar crime that he might, I'm not saying he ever would, but that's the kind of crime he would get caught for. I don't mean like, breaking into a doctor's clinic at nighttime to steal narcotics. He wouldn't do that kind of thing. But high level white collar crime, he'd get nabbed for that for sure. But not that he's a criminal, but I'm just saying, if he were to get into that line of work, it would be, high-level white-collar stuff. Yeah. Not carjacking and stripping cars down in a, what do you call those, in a chop shop, to get the parts, sell all the parts to the mob, and make a quick profit. Or sell the car, get the cars and sell them over, and put them on the freighter headed towards Kuwait. Not that kind of thing. Can those people get a pardon? Well, sure, that's possible. Governor or the president can issue a pardon. Yeah. Exactly, JB. Jesus, right? Amazing. I remember one time I got pulled. I mean, the extent of my contact with law enforcement is maybe getting pulled over for speeding or, a broken tail light or, something like that. I remember one time I was in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Might have been the first time. This goes way back. And I wanted to see, or I had some free time, so I wanted to go see Oral Roberts University. Because they had this on the TV show I saw, because I used to watch lots of these, phony baloney televangelists, money scheme guys. And so I saw on the Oral Roberts TV show that they had in front of the college or the I don't know if they had the university at that time, but the ministry. They had this gigantic sculpture of praying hands in a prayer pose, gigantic, like 30, 40 feet tall. I thought, what in the shit? So I wanted to see that. So I was driving from, I guess, downtown Tulsa or Center City, Tulsa, to Oral Roberts University, and on a small kind of country road, and a cop pulled me over for speeding. This was like a 6'7", Oklahoman police officer. This guy was gigantic, huge. Anyway, he pulled me over, and he goes, "Where are you heading?" I said, He said, "You got your license?" I gave him my license. It was a Texas license, Dallas residence. And he's looking at me, and he goes, "Where are you heading?" I said, "ORU, or Oral Roberts Ministry." And he gave me a look up and down, and he said, "Well, I caught you 15 over the speed limit." And I said, "Oh, I'm sorry about that." He said, "What are you doing in Oklahoma?" I said, "Well, I'm just visiting. I was here for business, and I had some free time today. I wanted to visit the Oral Roberts, campus." He went, "Uh-huh. All right, well, I'll just give you a warning. Drive safely, all right?" And I said, "Okay, thank you, officer." That was it. You see? Now, if I had a New York license, he would have given me a ticket. That's guaranteed. Guaranteed. Or a New Jersey license, 100% guaranteed. But I was well behaved. I looked, presentable. Was polite, courteous. I didn't tell him I was going to the hippie commune to get into the midnight orgy with the Bhagwan. I said I was going to Oral Roberts Ministry, and he let me go. How about that? Yeah. By the way, can you imagine naming your kid Oral? From the first time I heard of this guy when I was a teenager, Oral. The guy's name is Oral Roberts. That's like naming your kid Anal Roberts. Oral and Anal are your two kids' names. I just found that was absolutely amazing. Oral. Jesus. Wow. Can you imagine going to public school as a child? Elementary school, junior high, high school, with the name Oral? Can you imagine the bullying that you would get and the daily fights you'd be in, being picked on? Now, I guess, what would be even worse? Being sent to the jail, the county jail or the state prison. And on day one, they book you in there, and the shot caller walks over to you and goes, "Who are you? Give me your papers. Show me your paperwork." And it says Oral is your name. And he says, "Oral? Hey, everybody, this guy's name is Oral. You are done. You are absolutely done." Man, incredible. JB, if you paint sneakers and wear a purple flag, back left pocket. If you paint sneakers and wear a purple flag, back left pocket is considered a crime? Asking for a guy that's not a friend. Well, it's not a crime in that guy's case. It's a lifestyle. Guy wears plum pants and he paints his sneakers purple. Unbelievable. Face blast Roberts. Pegging. Yeah, I'm going to be having some pegging content, by the way, coming up soon. It's in the works. Pegging content regarding those people. It's all based on truth. We don't make shit up here. Everything here is true. Hello, L. That waitress has the longest finger. Well, the thing is, we don't know if she's a waitress. She might be an alien. You know? Because we don't know now who on the planet might be an alien since it's come out that they're here. That might explain some of the people on YouTube, being aliens. Either they were sent here to get, expelled from their home planet. They just wanted to get rid of those people, those aliens, and they sent them here. Or, they just came here on their own just to explore. But either way, they're all mutated inbreds. And you can tell by their body characteristics, like the extended fingers and, stuff like that, that they're actually not humans. Wow. Oh, I had some content, some screenshots I wanted to show. I didn't prepare them for today's show. Oh, they were really, really good. Oh, man. Next show, I'll have to get them ready for the next show. Really exposes a lot about certain people. Yeah, there'll be a whole show of that coming up soon. The next show, I'll have that all ready for the next show about nothing. All right. The waitress has the long... Well, yeah. Yeah, they'll be pegging content coming up soon. Soon enough. I'm not kidding. So Oral Roberts, if anyone doesn't know him, he was one of the biggest televangelists, on American TV. He traveled around the country, like Billy Graham, but not as dishonest. No, but more dishonest than Billy Graham. I'm not picking on Billy Graham. He was actually kind of decent in terms of the honesty situation. But, way more crooked than a guy like Billy Graham, One of the real holy roller televangelist grifters. Incredible. But he named his son Oral Roberts Jr. Then he became a televangelist, mega millionaire too. Oral Roberts Jr. And so that family had two Orals. I wonder what Oral Roberts, when he met his wife on his first date, I wonder what she was thinking when he said, "Hi, Mary, my name is Oral." Holy shit. Loose Tooth, did you watch the gold medal hockey game today? No, I don't watch Olympic events. I don't watch TV sports. I just don't find it interesting. I really don't care either, primarily. Real Suckerhorn, I wonder what she can do with that finger. It's funny you mentioned that because I'm sure everyone who's watching had the immediate same thought. Right. Yeah. Long finger like that. Yeah. McLobster, imagine her girlfriends asking about the couple. Are you into oral? Exactly. Well, that's like when I used to have a lot of Korean friends. Well, I still do, but I don't see them anymore. They're back in Korea, or Los Angeles still, but or elsewhere. But their pronunciation for Coca-Cola, they would a Korean will typically say regarding Coca-Cola, I want a cock. I like cock. First time I heard that, I looked at her and said, "Really?" She said, "Yeah, I feel like a cock." I said, "Okay, well, let me just double check what you're asking for." And I said, "Do you mean a Coke?" She goes, "Yeah, cock. Coca-Cola." She goes, "Right." So I said, let me let me help you out. Because I was a nice guy. I didn't give her a cock. I tried to help her out with her English. And I said, listen, this will help you out in your life here in America. If you say Coke, Coke. It's much better than what you were saying. She says, really? I said, believe me. So she goes, okay, thank you. You know, but Koreans who don't know that, they pronounce it, boy, I really feel like a cock right now. Or, man, I could use a cock right now. Or, oh, I like cock. So if you're a nice guy, double check with them first before you give them a cock, okay? I'm just saying, but this is all true. Don't believe me. It doesn't matter to me. I'm just telling you life experiences, you know, repeat after repeat life experiences. So I know it's true. Pick your pronoun. Morty, do you like Tubi? Yeah, I watch Tubi quite a bit. It's I look at it to see what the movies are, and I like their classic TV page as well, and their movie channels page. Sometimes I find something to watch there. McLobster, channel member. There was a guy, I shit you not, who ran for San Diego City Council named Dick Ryder. I believe that. Sure, why not? I saw somewhere out here in the outskirts of Portland some sign. I forgot what kind of business he was. He was a dentist or insurance or attorney, or I don't remember, but his name was Dick Hertz. That was the sign on his office building. Dick Hertz. Then whatever it was, attorney, dentist, I don't remember. Oh, what a name, Dick Hertz. Yeah. Dick Ryder, Dick Hertz. Yeah, I mean, exactly. Jesus. Pavel, channel member. Jay, how does it feel to be Jax's sponsor in a one-man Make-A-Wish program? Holy shit. Wow. Jay is, JB. Right. How does it feel to be Jax's sponsor in a one-man what the hell does that mean? Make-A-Wish program. Jesus. Unbelievable. Yeah. Hey, Rolex Collector, thank you very much for the super chat. Sincerely, thank you. $4.99 super chat from Rolex Collector, supporting Morty's Diner channel. Thank you very much. Makes my day. Actually, it makes my year. You know. Fantastic. I've seen the thumbnails or news reports about Prince Andrew. Is that the royal guy who's been arrested? And those charges, what he was charged with, the penalties on that can include life in prison. The penalty can go up to as much as life imprisonment. And I don't think anyone's going to have any sympathy for him. I mean, he can pay off everybody that he can possibly try, the judge, you know, the attorneys, the jurors, but he might go to prison. Now, if he can take his mutant inbred brother with him, Prince Harry, that would do the UK a hell of a lot of good, you know? That's just my opinion. I can't imagine being, you know, part of the UK or England and having those two cretins represent your country to the world or the kingdom. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Mrs. Wilkinson, hello. Andrew Mountbatten Windsor will have all charges dropped. Wait and see. Well, if that happens, the English people should rise up and revolt and throw that royal family out on their asses. Oh, wait a minute. That's right. They don't have any firearms. That's right. That's right. They can't do that. Oh, well, so much for that. Well, they could use spears and javelins and, you know, Swords. Oh, they probably restrict knives as well. So, yeah. English people are screwed. No question about it. But they should they should strip Harry and Andrew of 100% all, and maybe part of this has been done. They should strip them both of all claims of or entitlements to their, to the royal family. Any not medals, but any titles, inheritance, property claims, residences, all that's everything. Just to make them total commoners. That would be good. But it won't happen. Mound batterer. Wow. Shit. Mrs. Wilkinson, we are too soft and stupid to do anything. We accept anything here. That's why the country is a huge mess. Well, I think it was 5 or 10 years ago, I saw a news clip. Every Christmas, traditionally, the monarch, Queen Elizabeth II, now it's the mutant inbred guy, King Charles. So the Prince of Wales, Charles, was he did a Christmas Eve speech to the kingdom or the nation like 10 years ago, 5 years ago. And so I watched that, and the reason it was shown on maybe Sky News Australia, which shows stories that other media giants try to bury, is on his annual Christmas Eve speech to the peons. He didn't talk about Jesus. He was talking about Muhammad. I'm not making this up. It's absolutely true. And that shows you how far gone he is in the head, okay? Quote, defender of the faith. Forget that. The whole country is just destroyed. But hey, I'm not English. What can I tell you? And we have a guest backstage. Let me turn off or lower that music. And this should get people on those other channels talking. Let's bring on a guest on the Sunday afternoon no content show. Welcome, guest.
Don't I get an introduction?
Well, you're here. You're on.
Oh, I didn't even get an introduction. Why are you bashing the royals? What did they ever do to you?
It's what they're doing to their own people.
What are they doing to their own people? The people want them. The people love them.
Really? Well, then they're destroying themselves willingly.
And what are the charges against Andrews? He didn't. It has nothing to do with,
he gave away classified information for profit.
Oh, he did. Okay. Yeah. Innocent until proven guilty.
Well, these are the charges, right?
Allegations. True.
Yeah, it's charges. But anyway, okay.
Well, yeah. I guess he's out now, or he's.
Well, he might be out on bail. I don't know what they're doing over there. But,
okay.
But it is pretty exceptional to arrest a member of the royal family.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I would think so.
So it must be pretty damn significant if they're going to do that.
Have you heard, what's your top news story for today? I'm just curious.
I saw a clip earlier today that was just released. FBI documents that were just discovered that the raid on Mar-a-Lago, Trump's residence in Florida, was authorized personally by Joe Biden. And it totally proves that he was involved in the whole thing as a political move to get him out of the election. The previous bullshit story was that the president was not involved in that at all. It all came from the attorney general.
What about breaking news? What about breaking news?
I don't know. What's the latest breaking news?
Yeah, they got a guy who got through Mar-a-Lago.
Oh, I saw that too. Right, yeah.
Yeah, but the news media, they don't work on the weekends. So
No, I saw that on some thumbnail.
yeah, X or some bulletin board.
Somebody got into the Mar-a-Lago
And the sheriff was
grounds.
great. He said he had a shotgun and a white guy with a shotgun and a gallon of
Can of
gasoline.
gasoline. Yeah.
They said put it in. The Secret Service comes around and say put it down, and the FBI put it down.
Yeah, I saw that. The sheriff gave a press conference, very quick press conference,
And he says he put the gasoline can down, but then he raised the rifle.
and they took him out. Right.
Well, no, he said then the how do you say it? The situation, he was neutralized.
He was neutralized. Florida has some of the best sheriffs in the country.
Oh, they do. It's no. Oh, you don't want to mess with them. You don't.
Yeah,
want to
there's
mess
a guy who's the sheriff of Polk County, wherever that is. He does YouTube all the time. He's fantastic. And this guy is from Brevard County today.
with them. Right.
Oh, it's some other guy in Brevard. Then there's a county up in the Panhandle called San Jose County or something like
It's
that.
great.
This guy's fantastic. He's like a Wild West. He's like the old West cowboy sheriff, you know.
Not that I want to get pulled over, but I got my routine all set. You know, don't ask any questions. Just comply.
Say, I don't answer questions.
Well, I wouldn't even. Well, that's true.
No, you hand over your license, registration, and insurance card. You know,
If they
and
ask for it,
when they
have
ask
to
you
ask
where
for it.
you're coming from, where you're going, you know, you don't answer questions.
No, I may answer that stuff. Why not?
Say, going to Wawa. Where are you coming from? The other Wawa.
Where have you been today? Well, Walmart and Wawa. Where else you want me to go?
That's it. Yeah, you might get pulled over more now that you got that sporty little car. You know.
I don't think so. I don't drive. I don't. You know, I hustle home. It's been on the battery tender all weekend.
I see.
Hey, I got a review on that Google Chrome extension.
Oh, right.
REC it easy. Yeah, it is easy, but it's only live, and gives you the weirdest file that when you open the file, it has to have Google to open it up, and you can't search it. You can record it live, but then you have to watch it live. It's like, well, I don't want that.
Then don't bother with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give the one I'm gonna have to try that one.
Well,
But
there's all kinds of those. You can search for all different ones, but that's the one I use that I like. It works fine.
I'll look at some reviews.
Yeah,
But I was
whatever.
a little disappointed. And then I had to do a file format change from the file to another file so I could play it on the VLC app. I've never heard the fans on my iMac. This thing was really chugging along and blowing out heat. So I was really stressing that M1 chip. I guess doing the
Have you ever
video.
been arrested? I've never been arrested. Have you ever been arrested?
A defined arrest.
Some representative of law enforcement, a policeman, a sheriff, attorney general's office, federal enforcement agency, you know, places you under arrest, puts you in handcuffs.
No,
Takes
I've
you
never
in to
been
be
in
booked.
handcuffs. I've never been in handcuffs.
All right, well, it takes you in to be booked. Have you
Never
ever
been
been
booked.
booked?
Never been
Fingerprinted and booked, you know,
No.
put out on bail or anything?
No.
So you've never been to
I've been in the
prison.
back of a police car when I was younger, but that
I've been
that
in the
does-
back of a police car, but that was to help find a bank robber. That's a whole story. That's
But
true. That was in Seattle. But
as a witness.
yeah, I was in the bank when it was held up. And
Did
that
you
was a
hit the
great
floor?
story.
Did you get on the floor? Did you hit the
no,
floor?
I didn't know. I wasn't sure it was happening. The guy was right next to me, and then I saw the teller. She was like really panicking.
Petrified, and you're going like, hurry
And
up,
that
guy.
was the one day I didn't have my gun with me, because otherwise I would have thrown him on the floor and put a, you know.
Oh yeah, sure you would have. Yeah.
I would have, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, well, don't believe me. It's okay. But
you would have
the
pulled
poli-
it. Did he have a gun? Was
We
he
don't
waving
know.
a gun?
He said he did, but we didn't see it. But it's a whole story. I won't get into it at this time because it's quite lengthy. But I went chasing after him on the street, and the police finally responded. And,
Wait a second. He went out running, and you ran after him.
Yes,
How old were you?
this was 15 years ago,
Oh wow.
and he was about 50, 55, 60, I would say. Yeah, Chinese guy, and the reason I was angry that he was robbing the bank, and maybe he got like $5 or $10 just from the teller's drawer. Okay,
All right.
is that how can he make? I was angry because luckily no one got hurt. But what angered me was that I wanted to chase him and make sure he got arrested. Was It's not fair that he can get $10,000 or $5,000 for 30 seconds of work, and I don't have 5 or 10,000. Why should he have 5 or 10,000?
That pissed you off.
Well, it was a reason enough to, to go after him and try and grab him. But I didn't grab him because he might have had a gun.
Was he carrying? Did he have a satchel or a bag or what?
I don't remember that part. But he was wearing a mask. I remember that. But
How do you know
anyway,
he's Chinese?
well, I mean, he was Asian. I could tell that. But
Through the mask?
it was you could see he was Chinese. But anyway.
Okay. That's an exciting story.
It's a whole detailed story. I might have told
That's
it
an
once. I
adventure.
don't remember. But so the police said, I told them where I last saw him. And they said, you want to come in and help us tell us if you see him? We'll drive around. I said, you bet. So that was the first time I was in the back of a police car.
Wow.
And it was pretty interesting because the seats are very hard. And, there's no luxurious comfort seats in the back of a police car. And the cop was great, very friendly, because he knew I was not a bad guy. I was a good guy,
Did they ever find him?
And
Did
I
you
said,
really-
no, wherever he went, he's inside now. He's off the street,
He got away with it.
He got away with it. That day, maybe he got caught. And then I got a call a day or two later from Seattle police, detective so-and-so who was working the bank robbery detail with the FBI. And I said, yeah, how can I help you? And he asked me some questions, about it. And so maybe he got away with it, yeah.
This was the before cell phones were around, right? Or did you
Well,
have
there
a
were
cell
cell phones then, yeah.
Yeah.
But he got away with it. Now, did he get caught later? I don't know. But he probably got 5 or 10,000 out of the teller's drawer,
Could you run today? I don't think I could even run today.
I could run if I had to. Sure.
Well, if I had to, but I don't know if I could chase anybody down.
Well, you could throw your handlebar, your lopper handlebar at
If I
somebody.
had it with me, I don't
That'll
think I'd
take
go in
them
the
down.
bank with it though.
Right. Pavel, YouTube dip saves to whatever you want, Doxx, MKV, MP4, etc.
Okay, I'll come back. to that and
DLP,
look at that.
DIP, I can't make that out.
MKV. This was the weirdest. This was a web dot some.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it's
Here,
too
I'll tell you
technical.
what, let me go
all
to
that
my
stuff.
trash.
Pick your pronouns. Why are you called Doxx Report?
Oh, you don't want to hear that story. You know that story, don't you?
Well, he's asking you. Whoever pick your pronouns is.
Wait a second. Date added.
In the meantime, Morty, do you like Monty Python? A lot of it I do, a lot of it I don't. Yeah. Going to see Spam-A-Lot, the musical today. Oh, I don't know what that is. Yeah. I like the old Monty Python TV show when that first came on
Oh, that was hilarious.
in the early 70s or late 60s in New York. I used to watch that. That was really good. Their movies, nah,
Okay, well, can I answer why I'm called Doxx Report?
Why are you called Doxx Report?
Well, back in the day, I was first known as Lex Report? Yeah, Lex Report, and that pissed off Lex Report, and I had the same graphic and everything. So I changed it back to Lex Report. But every time I was on, Timmy always talked about me. Why he would give me attention, because I had no numbers, he would call me the Doxx Report, because I was accused of doxing him. And he kept repeatedly saying it. So I changed my name to Doxx Report. So one time he's on there calling me Doxx Report again. He said, well, that's his name now. And he goes, what? He gave me all the free advertising. So I just stuck with it.
I see.
Stuck with it.
Because he was accused of doxing Tim Wright.
Well, that wasn't really what pissed me off. He would go in the comments on other channels and say, if anything happens to me, blood will be on his hands. I go, what the
Oh, I remember that. Right. Blood will be on your
fuck?
hands.
What's wrong with this guy?
Right. I don't think there's anything wrong with Tim Wright. Compared to the other players out there in the verse.
Oh, I did watch the video.
Oh, the Psychopath video.
Yeah.
On Breitling Watching Time channel. Everybody must watch that
Not
video.
spelled like the watch. It's
Yeah,
B-R-I.
B-R-I-G-H-T. Breitling Watching Time. It's called Signs of a Psychopath. Everybody must watch it. I'm going to try and play it on my show if I can. It's so important. So what's your, you have any comment?
Well, I do. I don't know if it's appropriate to do it on your show. I mean, he's part of your directorship there. I mean,
No,
he's on
talk
your-
about whatever you want.
But I know AI, when you ask it to do something, it'll throw some things in that really shouldn't be there. But I didn't understand the copper that he was.
Oh,
hoarding.
you don't know the copper history.
No, is he being accused of stealing copper?
Well, he's discussed. That's one of his many crimes he was arrested for.
Really?
Was,
I didn't
oh
know
yeah,
that.
stealing copper for profit. Oh yeah, he's talked. Now he's mentioned that. Now he whitewashed it by saying it was just an administrative or bookkeeping error that he was involved, which is of course just absolutely hysterical. But no, he was stealing copper, and he's mentioned this. He was arrested for, because I'll just say he was arrested for stealing copper to sell,
Even though he was working,
cash.
this was a side job. He was doing
I
this on the
guess.
side.
Well, I guess.
And
I don't
I
know.
Thought,
I mean,
I thought he got in a fist fight in the courthouse.
well, that's when he punched the cop in the throat. That's
In
another
the courthouse?
story. It was in the courthouse or on the street. That's when he punched the cop in the throat. That's another story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to jail, pal.
Yeah, but no, the copper thing was he's talked about it on his own.
Because
There.
I don't listen
That's
to
that's
it,
the
but,
copper reference. Yeah.
I did experiment with the extension. I did get to hear some of his show, and he gave out his member numbers for the. He's a 2-tier. You don't want me to talk about it?
Nobody really. It doesn't really matter whether he has one member or 10,000. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Well, it does. He's collecting money. I mean, he gets.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Oh, it matters to my Playboard numbers.
Well, okay. Well, go ahead. Yeah.
He's got 2-tier. He's got a $5 and then a $10. 146. I think I put in there 146 $5 a month, and he's got 6 of them doing $10 a month.
Well, there you go.
He's making what, $6.90 a month.
There you go. All right. The so what'd you think of the video? Breitling watching time.
Truthfully,
video. Yeah. No, dishonestly.
concisely, I thought it was creepy.
Creepy.
Yeah, it gave me the creeps. It's just like the music, and he's showing the guy in a straitjacket, and then with the copper, and it's like, I didn't enjoy it at all. I didn't want to be there.
Well, what do you think about the truthfulness in the messages? It was all true. All the
I don't know.
11 points.
Well,
it's all true.
he's never been in court in a straitjacket, so how could it be true? They kept
Well, he's
showing
on the
this-
screen right now in a straitjacket.
I know. Doesn't mean it's true.
Okay, well, that's an elaboration.
Okay, or an
But
embellishment.
has he ever been
Curly
in a
would say an
straitjacket? I don't
embellishment.
know. I don't know. All right. But
But I watched it, and I heard some of the clips and what he said. Listen. I'm not a fan of his at all. I would avoid him at all online, anywhere. I'd avoid him. But that's as far as I go. I mean, I don't.
so
know.
you don't really have much to think about regarding that clip because it's a brilliant, epic.
Well, you're
clip.
trying to get the label psychopath. To
Well, he
stick.
is. I mean, no, he
Well,
is.
I don't think he is.
Okay, well, you haven't thought. In my opinion, you haven't thought about it enough.
Oh, okay, that could be, or I'm not qualified, or
No, it's not a matter of being qualified. It's just simple. Look at this, think about it, and there you have it. Textbook.
antisocial behavior, certainly.
Well, you could say that too. That's correct. Yeah, but it's textbook. Right down the checklist. 100%. 10 out of 10, 12 out of 12. Yeah.
Really?
No question about it. And he's admitted it.
Well, I don't
Yeah.
really believe
Long time ago.
anything
admitted
he
it.
says, really. I mean,
Well, no. Sometimes he lets it slip. Like the prison KOK story. Sometimes he lets something slip. But anyway, we're not here to talk about the deviants today. We can talk about some other things. Yeah.
in fact, they don't even use that term anymore. It's all antisocial personality disorder.
Well, yeah, but that's just a, PC. Psychopath is,
Well,
what everybody
and,
knows.
as far as anti-personality disorder, yes, I'm sure he checks all the boxes.
Well, just pick any website you'd like, any legitimate university or, medical, website,
on the Mayo
whatever, and
Clinic.
look at the checklist of how to identify one, and you'll go right down. Check, check,
Making,
check, check.
The symptoms: ignoring right and wrong, check; telling lies, take advantage of others, check; not being sensitive, respectful to others, check; use charm or wit to manipulate others, personal, check; having a sense of superiority and extremely opinionated,
Oh, he said he's better than everybody else. He's already said
okay,
that.
check; having problems with the law, including criminal behavior, check; being hostile.
Well, he said he said he appeared in court at least 20 times. He said that.
Really?
Yeah, he
Wow.
said he appeared in court at least. He said he appeared before a judge at least 20 times. I remember him saying that. I might have that clip. Yeah,
Maybe I should have been clipping the show.
yeah. This is over years of his talking. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. No, it's no question about it. Yeah. So I think the purpose of the clip of that video is people should be knowledgeable and aware of who they're dealing with. At least sending money to or who they're listening to on the
He's
channel.
entertaining. He's entertaining.
It's not entertainment. It's not entertainment.
It
It's
is to
entertainment
them.
if you're a fellow delusional, deranged weirdo.
Oh,
Not weirdo,
Look at the
psychologically
Jackass
disordered,
movies. Look
that's
how
all.
they endanger themselves on the Jackass movie.
Well,
but people
what
wanna
about
watch
people
it.
who go to, David Koresh and Waco? They're all, they have psychological disorders
Well,
if they
some
believe
are born
that guy.
into it. Some were.
Or people who give all their money to Oral Roberts, well, not even Oral Roberts, to the Bhagwan, so he can buy 20 Rolls Royces, and Jim Jones. They go to British Guiana, was it?
Judge ye not, least ye be judged.
You have to judge.
You don't have to.
How can
do
you get
it,
through life
but-
without judging people that you're dealing with?
Well, I mean, has anybody harmed you for giving the guy a Rolls Royce? Has that harmed you in any way? No.
Yes. It deprives
No.
it.
What?
Oh no, you're absolutely wrong. When people give in these cults, they give away their house, their money, their cars,
And live in a commune.
live
How
in a
does that hurt?
commune, and let their
does
wives
that-
be raped by the leader, like David Koresh or whatever.
How does that hurt you?
You've lost everything you've worked for because your mind is now. You've lost your
my
independence
question
of
is,
thought.
how does it hurt
I'm
you?
I'm telling you, you've lost your independence of thought. You're now in a state of being brainwashed.
No, you're
and
telling me
you
how
have
they're
nothing.
hurt.
You have
How does
nothing.
it hurt you? You as you who
Oh, me?
observing this. Yeah.
Me personally, observing.
Yes,
this.
you as the observer. How does that hurt you?
That doesn't
It
make
doesn't.
any sense.
Well, sure it does. Doesn't hurt you in any way.
So
Just
if a Hurricane Katrina comes in and kills thousands of people,
that
you would
that's
say, "How
nature.
does it hurt
They've
me?"
been warned. That's an act of God. I feel bad, but it doesn't hurt me if I'm safely tucked away somewhere or got,
So
I've got
if a
out
tornado
of town.
rolls through Oklahoma City and destroys an entire town, you're saying, "How does it hurt
That's totally
me?"
different. I mean, if I go to the cult and try to talk to them, I can't talk them out of it. They want to do that. They think they're serving something higher and better than themselves. Okay, it doesn't hurt me. Go ahead. Throw your life at them if you want. I mean, that's your choice. Now, a disaster is something else. A tornado coming through. Hey,
Okay, so
you're-
when Stalin, under Stalin's
Okay, now
years,
don't go to Stalin and
no, I'm
Hitler.
giving an example. So under Stalin's era, when he had 70 million Russians,
That's
Soviets killed,
That's totally different.
how does it affect me?
No, that's totally different.
It affects me as a human, as a fellow
No,
human.
but there's a commune up in Oregon where the Harashi or whatever,
The Bhagwan.
Maharashi
The Bhagwan.
has a Rolls
Bhagwan.
Royce, and
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
he's got these followers. I go talk to the followers. You sure you want to do this? You want to discuss this? No, I know I'm doing the right thing. Okay, doesn't hurt me. Good luck.
Well, that's an interesting way of looking at it.
You got the freedom. You got the right to do it. Freedom of religion, if that's your religion.
But it's not a religion. It's a mind control manipulation. It's a scheme. It's a racket.
They're volunteers.
All right. Why have a Food and Drug Administration to make sure food companies are regulated in the ingredients that they put on
To
a can
protect
of
the
food?
public, and it's a product.
Yeah. So if somebody buys a can of food that's not listing the ingredients and people are dying, so what?
I don't know what that has to do with the community. That does
Well,
hurt.
okay.
Because I
So-
may buy
so
that
the
can
Heinz-
of food.
wait.
That would
So-
hurt me.
all
But
right.
I'm never going to join
So the
the
Chef
commune.
Boyardee company makes a new label on their cans of food, and they don't list the ingredients anymore. And you don't know what the hell they're putting in there. Chemicals,
Well, we have laws
rat
on that 'cause
poison. Hold
it's
on, yeah.
for
And the people are
consumption.
dying all over the country because they're eating Chef Boyardee
You're
ravioli.
giving me an example that has nothing to do with
No, it's a
freedom
real
of
example.
religion.
So you would say, well, so who cares? It's not
No, I
affecting
wouldn't
me.
say that.
You would say, I don't buy the product, so it doesn't affect me.
No, I wouldn't say that.
So that's
It's
what you're
available to
saying.
be purchased by about anyone. It's open to the public. Most communes are not open to the public.
Oh, sure they are.
If you want to go join,
want you to come up there and
you
join.
research it, you have the right to do that. And it doesn't
Well,
hurt anyone.
I've researched Chef Boyardee by asking my friends, and they all say, "Oh, it's
If
a
you-
tasty product."
if you wanna go to Oral
especially
Roberts-
kids love it. So you go buy some, and everybody dies. You could say, "Well, it doesn't bother me. I didn't buy it."
You're giving something that it's not to do with the subject we're talking about. If
No,
you
it's
want to
the
go to
exact
Oral
same subject.
Roberts University or church services,
Yeah.
I may talk to you about it and say, you really sure you want to do that? But if they want to, it's not hurting me.
Okay.
It's freedom of religion.
Okay. All right.
How come
Well,
we
to me,
always
what
end
you're
up
saying
arguing?
is like, whatever. Okay. Whatever. So why have the FBI investigate bank robberies? Didn't matter to me. Happened in New York.
Well,
happened in Texas.
we're not communicating in the proper level. It's against the law. It's a public. People could be harmed. There are laws. I think you should follow the law. We have freedom of religion. If you want to join a commune, and the guy's driving a Rolls Royce, okay, that's what you want to do. Go work for him and make sure he has a Rolls Royce.
Okay.
How does that
Okay.
harm me? I wouldn't do it if I had a
Because
child.
I'm a part of the human. I'm a part of humanity. That's why.
Oh.
We could take that to the point of the hurricane comes in and passes through
No,
the
we
villages.
can't. You can, but I don't do that.
Okay, I can. I can make the point of. I could put out the comment. A hurricane goes through Florida, which is realistic. Okay, and it wipes out the villages, and there's 100,000 people homeless, including yourself. Let's say you're wiped out.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, you have insurance. Maybe you have.
Did I
insurance.
survive? Maybe I won't survive.
Well, hold on. Maybe you have insurance for a hurricane. Maybe some people don't. Okay, but you're wiped out and you're living. You have no home, nothing. Okay, I could say, well, it's got nothing to do with me. So what?
Well, it doesn't harm you.
Does it?
No, that I get wiped out does
It
not
doesn't?
harm you. I
It
get
doesn't?
killed in a traffic accident tomorrow. It doesn't harm you.
It doesn't.
How does it harm you?
Wow, it's okay. Very good.
How does it harm
L.
you?
Okay, L. Thank you very much for supporting Morty's Diner. $3 Australian. Thank you, L. Thank you very much. That's interesting. Okay.
I'd hope you have some empathy for me. Say, well, that's a shame.
Well, then it would affect me.
Well, not really. You're going to sleep that night, no problem.
How do you know?
Oh, I think I know.
Maybe it'd be all night.
Maybe
thinking of
Doxx
all
is
the-
a
Maybe I'd be
psychopath,
up
huh?
all
Look at
night. If you
Floodlands,
were
they
wiped out by the hurricane, okay, maybe I'd be up all night, sleepless, thinking about who's going to take care of the gophers
Well,
now.
you were
and-
kind of worried about me going to Miami. I remember.
I wasn't
that.
worried. I was enthusiastic about
No,
you driving.
I upset you because I was taking a flashlight and I was getting my bags together.
Oh no, I thought you overcomplicated your
Oh.
your bag that you took with you.
That knife really
um,
came in handy. I opened my sandwich with it.
Well, yeah, whatever, yeah, and no, I'd be worried about. Well, Doxx is gone. Who's going to do the playboards? Who's going to be taking the gophers out?
See, I'm
in the
thinking-
future, and
Speaking of the playboard,
who's going to be protecting the community there without the lopper with his handlebar baton?
Oh, well, somebody else got on my case. Two different people got on my case. I'm supposed to be
How's
covering.
Wawa going to stay in business without you?
I'm supposed to be covering a story because they're interested in it, when I'm not interested in it. And I'm like corporate media. I just cover what I want to cover. What I'm interested in. What somebody did 20 years ago. A part of our community. I'm not reporting on it.
Oh, that's disgusting. What just came out? Disgusting. The exposing that. Absolutely disgusting. Yeah.
What's discussing? What I said or something else?
No.
comment?
I don't know if we're talking about the same thing. Something that just came out yesterday. I won't even talk. I won't directly mention it.
I'll put it in the private chat.
No. Okay, in the private, but don't say it. Okay.
I won't.
Where's private chat? Okay. Stand by, folks, while I type.
Seems like everybody has an agenda.
All right, 1 second, please. Let me just got some typos here. I bought a new keyboard. I have to replace them. The keys are
wired
not
or
working.
Bluetooth?
I like a basic wired, but an illuminated keyboard. Right here it is. Okay, this is private chat. Don't read it.
Yes. Yeah, I agree.
Right, that's just disgusting. Sick, really sick. Anyway, okay. Hello, Dodger. How are you? Good evening, Morty and Doxx. What's with the picture? Did someone eat bad cheese? No, that
Did they eat at the diner?
no, that was added in. That refers to when Watch Nicholas met Big Meech out in at Culver's restaurant in Michigan or Minnesota.
Oh, they did meet. I didn't know.
Yeah. And then they went that night to Culver's, which is a famous burger chain out there. And Watch Nichols had been drinking very expensive whiskeys all day and stuff all day that Mish was paying for. Really top of the line stuff. And then they sat down inside Culver's to order, burgers or whatever. And Nick had to went running out of the restaurant into the parking lot and puked up all that $1,000 worth
of booze. Wow.
of booze and oh, it's absolutely true. Yeah.
Wow.
So the meme shows Morty's Diner. Don't waste your fun money on a live streamer's weekend bender.
Okay.
Right.
I was not aware of
I mean,
it.
if I get any super chats, it goes to paying to balancing my negative balance checking account or paying my electric bill. Or paying for StreamYard. I don't buy, booze and puke my guts out on the weekends.
Are you like running the heater now every day?
No, I don't. Only at night sometimes because it gets into the low 30s now and it gets really cold.
Ooh.
But that's going to be over very soon. It'll turn into spring. Yeah. No cheese poisonings. No. Dodger. That's Mike the Snake putting Ozempic to work. Wow. Okay. Mike Lobster. How much of tax dollars should be used to subsidize?
He's always
Back to
going
the
after the
lube talk.
villages. He lost the argument, the political
How much
argument.
of tax dollars should be
So he has
used to subsidize lube in the villages? I would say zero, because if people can afford to live in the villages, buy a beautiful home, and then they don't need government support to buy.
That's a pricey
sexual
area.
supplies.
There's some big dollars in the village. I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
live in
yeah.
the villages. I'm
Yeah.
across
I
the
mean, you
street.
cannot retire to the villages unless you can buy a house or a very nice apartment. So.
Unless you're
So
renting. I guess you
zero,
can rent in there.
zero subsidies. I support it because it's good for society, but it doesn't impact me personally. Okay. Watch Nicholas. Well, he drank. He must have had a hell of a lot that day to drink. Okay. It eventually comes out one way or the other, right? But there are dignified or less dignified ways of having it come out, right? Dodger. Oh, thanks for the explanation, Morty. Glad the diner is botulism free. No reports of botulism, at least that I've heard of. And besides, if someone died of botulism, what does that matter to me? It doesn't affect me. I didn't die of botulism. So anyway,
I think those are bad analogies to where someone of their own choice decides to go to a commune or worship a certain way.
well, I
That
think
maybe
it would
that
be
you or
at the-
I don't approve of. you
Okay,
know.
at the minimum, I think one could say, well, it affects me because it makes me feel so bad for that misguided person. At the minimum, I think that could be a fair statement. Outside of that, how does it
I would look
affect
on the
me?
bright side. I would look on the bright side of it. He's not on the street sticking a needle in his arm.
Well, he's
And
lost
maybe-
his mind.
maybe he'll get
but
out of
that
the
kind of
commune at some
person
point.
who's in a cult, they've lost their mind.
Uh,
And they're spending 10, 20 hours a day working for their cult leader.
let me give you
In
a-
blind obedience.
let me
And they've
give you an
given away everything they've worked for
Now,
when
let
they
me-
had a healthy mind.
Let me give you a real life analogy, not just some classroom
Go ahead.
online.
Go ahead.
I'm on the fitness.
By the way, pardon me, one interruption, please. Greetings to all the lurkers and haters. We have 27 viewers, so we have a good supply of lurkers and haters in the background, as you can see on the screen. So enjoy the content, because you need the content for your own hate shows. Okay, thank you.
but
Please
you're only
proceed.
talking to a few people, though. I mean, some people
That's
just
what I
don't want
said,
to
3 or
chat.
4. That's what
They
I
want to
said.
come on and hear Doxx and Morty. They don't, look like.
Go ahead, please continue.
But
Okay.
I wouldn't recommend insulting your audience. Anyway,
Oh, well, I certainly would.
I'm
Some
on
of them.
a treadmill.
Okay. Yes.
Talking to a guy who's from Utah, which surprised me. He's Brazilian. He hated his parents. What's the word? Converted to Mormonism, and he's up here in Las Vegas. He's on the treadmill, and I go, really? I hated the kids in high school. Because he was from a different country and a different language, and kids are insecure anyway, so they're going to pick on the new guy. And and so I'm trying to. I think he's, at some degree, you're like, I'm trying to talk about Mormonism, but I realized, then he said, But I would rather say, search for God, forget Mormonism. But we're talking. He says, listen, he just out of the blue. If I wasn't a Mormon, I'd be an alcoholic.
Who said that? You or the
guy
other
on
person?
the guy on the treadmill.
The other guy,
next
right?
to me. Yeah,
okay.
and he was a young Brazilian. He'd say, so why would I want to talk him out of Mormonism? And I left him one thought. I said, well, do they ever talk about God in the church? When you think, or they're mostly just, other things. You go, well, that's a good question. And I just left it at that. But for me
Mormons are an interesting group because I've met a couple dozen, I'm sure. I know a couple dozen I've met over
But do you hear my point on that?
Oh, I hear it. Yeah. And they're the nicest people you'd want to meet, and they seem totally fine in the head and, decent quality people. But they believe the guy who founded it, they believe that Joseph Smith cockamamie bullshit story. And then they give all their money and change their lives to
10%. They don't give all their money.
Okay, 10%. Okay, and they give money to support this mega $billion church, which is full of scandals and stuff, and all these crazy habits like the sacred underwear and stuff. And my opinion on that is go for it. It doesn't that doesn't matter to me because you're a quality, decent person.
I've finally come to realize in their minds the true believers is that they're serving God. So how can I? Well,
they haven't. The thing is.
That?
Yeah, the thing is, those
Mormon
people.
You think the infinite, intelligent God is going to, if that's the way you play it, and you were really thinking you were serving me, then okay, I don't think.
Okay, well, those Mormon people have not signed over their house, their car, and their life savings to the cult leader. They're tithing 10%.
Well, some of them don't have anything to begin with. Some of those cult people.
But those that do, they still have a house and a job. They're not moving to a commune and having midnight orgies and letting the cult leader have sex with their wives.
Now you're just writing a movie script.
No, this is what the Bhagwan did, and Jim Jones and David Koresh.
Jim Jones was a different, totally
this is all
different
true.
character.
Okay, so there's a difference between the Mormon Church followers and the cult, the real
Jonestown,
cult. Jonestown, Bhagwan. David Koresh, yeah.
Are you still listening to that girl who left the church?
No, I don't watch that channel. I stopped watching it, but
really?
She's very good. Anyway, Rufus, my friend Rufus. Morty thinks criticize the sacrilege. What does that comment mean?
I don't know.
Criticism is not sacrilege. What are you talking about, Rufus? Okay, and you guys would be awesome roommates.
Oh, please.
I don't think so, Floodland. But the Floodland likes
Can we even
to watch...
get along for a day?
No, it wouldn't last a minute. Floodland enjoys the hate content on the other channel, so he would say something like that. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. I heard Scientology has excellent food in their cafeterias.
Now that's a bad group of people there.
No, it's a totally corrupt scam cult. Destroying people's lives, but doesn't matter to me. Why should I get involved?
There's some guy's son made it to like the top echelon of the Scientology, and he's just totally, dad cannot get in, can't get a phone call, nothing.
Yeah, they disconnect you from your family.
Yeah.
In the beginning, they make you work an 80-hour week for like a $5 paycheck, something like that. You live in a shit environment in the residential dorms there.
Well, interesting. Monasteries.
They destroy your life and control your mind.
Monasteries do that too, about the working and the isolation. That's to get peace within you.
But Scientology is not doing that.
No, that's true. Totally different. Yeah.
It's totally exploitative and criminal. But whatever. Whatever. So what else is going on down in Florida?
Florida, it's beautiful. Great day today. But the cold front's coming in. It'll be 39 and wind blowing tomorrow. I had to cover my hibiscus for Tuesday morning. It's going to be wind chill. It's going to be 29 degrees. So I was like, oh, shit. So, and I thought since I'm out there and yard waste pickup is Wednesday, I just will trim the oleander. So I did that. I was like out of breath because I had the coffee in the morning laying around. And, but I'd rather do it now than in the cold, so that's done.
Mm-hmm. Don't you ever get tired of doing the housework and the gardening and stuff?
No, well, it's just like after I got done streaming yesterday, I could hardly stand up. I was sitting here for like 2.5 hours. You got to move around. You have to move. You accomplish more, you know, even the little stuff, then you get the big stuff done.
I see. Rolex collector. The entire state is on a fire watch. What state? Which state?
Florida.
Rolex?
Florida.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because we're hard to imagine because when you get down here, you think it's all raining all the time, but it dries out. And they have controlled burns, but with a high wind, if it starts, there's just no way to stop it.
Mm-hmm.
And we have high winds currently, so hopefully that doesn't happen.
Pasta. Roommates, fuck me dead. Doxx and Morty are like the odd couple, Felix and Oscar. Pasta, if we're the odd couple, what are you and Uzi? What are you two together? Jesus.
Oh, don't get Pasta after you. He gets.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. I'm just posing. All right, McLobster. When it's cold in Florida, do the monkeys start falling out of the trees?
Can I play my drum roll?
No.
No, that's you're talking the iguanas, but he's trying to make a joke, I guess, about the monkeys.
Oh, I see. Do iguanas? There are iguanas falling out of trees.
Yeah, down south. They don't.
Really?
It's too cold up here for them, but down there, and that's the time you get rid of them. You know, euthanize them. They're on the ground. Pick them up. They're pests.
Yeah. The people who, the guy or the handful of people or those people who make fun of or ridicule me and you when we talk on a show, they're the guys who have, a long time prison romance experience, so they're ones to talk.
Well, they're listening, and plus they want to get on the show.
Well, that ain't going to happen. Yeah,
I
like
know.
like on the thing on the screen, the prison romance. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's I better not say it.
So they're actually iguanas that fall out of the trees when the weather gets
huge.
cold.
They're like 3 feet, and they get
And
big.
but when it gets cold, they fall out of the trees.
Yeah, they can't function, and this is
Wow.
it's down south. But they hire people to come, with the pellet guns to thin them out. But if it really gets cold like this, it's a great opportunity. Euthanize them. Just you grab them; they're on the ground.
Right. Dodger. To be honest, I would be happy with Morty and Doxx as roommates.
Oh God!
Some great banter and fun. Hey, Dodger, especially Friday nights whiskey a go-go. It will get pretty wild.
No, I've had roommates in the past, but no more. I mean, no, I'm fine.
Pavel, I saw a pic of a wheelbarrow full of frozen iguanas from Florida last week. Well, that's amazing.
Yeah, take them, get rid of them. They're a pest.
Right. We could go bedspread shopping together, Dodger.
No.
Jesus.
I do thank Dirk for that. I mean, I did. I finally took a look at it, and I thought, it's not a bad idea. I can get a new bedspread. Picked it out myself.
Now, how would you, as Dodger's roommate in this situation?
No, I don't even want to think about it.
What if he was on the other side of the house in his bedroom just vaping the night away?
I don't want. No, I know.
Could
I don't
you handle
want to
that?
think. No, I don't want to think about it.
Right. Okay.
Because I'd run into him in the kitchen. The only time I saw guys at the boarding house was in the kitchen area, but that's okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, 26 viewers. Thanks everybody for watching. Give a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you would be so kind. Thank you. Well.
So what do you think? A lot of news. President Trump, he's going to release the classified UAP documents.
Good. Release everything. Yeah.
I think we're getting close. He's going to have that moment of truth with the American people. We are not alone.
Well, who knows what will be in the material, but yeah.
Well, no, I think he'll come out. I mean, I think they'll just admit it, get it off. Let's just deal with it.
So, in other words, you're saying quite possibly he knows that they're here or have been here, and he's just going to release it so everybody finally knows.
Well, you have a little chat, say it's time you know that we are not alone.
Okay.
But
and what's that going to do to the church?
It's not going. It doesn't. What's it going to do to me? Nothing. What it does to the church is that's I would say don't search for religion, search for God. So it doesn't affect me at
Well,
all.
there's over 1 billion Catholics, and the Pope is a very
Okay.
powerful leader. So
there's I'm sorry, there's no replacement for God. So if Catholicism, which doesn't work for many people because they came from Catholicism or Mormonism, then you find something that works.
well, that didn't address my comment or question. But
What was your question? What are they going to do?
when it comes out that there are aliens that have visited here with definitive proof, or are currently on the planet with definitive proof, how's the Pope going to rationalize that to his billion Catholics?
You never heard of angels?
Oh, angels. Okay. Well, I guess
guess.
they
I
believe
don't
in
know what
angels
he's gonna- I
too,
don't
but
know what he's gonna
angels
do.
are different than
Allegedly,
space aliens.
Allegedly, the Vatican had one at one time, and they turned
Had
it
one
over.
what?
A UFO.
A UFO
They were
landed
in
by the
possession
Vatican?
of a UFO, the Vatican at one time.
Oh, really? Wow, that's a good story. I never heard of that.
I better verify that. Let me go to Grok.
Doxx can cook up can
I
whip
don't
up
want to be.
some really nice
I'm in the
fancy
news
dinners.
business. I'm not in the storytelling business.
Wow. Yeah, warships in the Middle East. I hope Trump just takes care of business, just ends it. You know what I mean. Just,
Was the Vatican ever in possession of a UFO? Question mark. Grok, aggregator, searching the web. Well, see, this is how there's no credible evidence. Oh, come on. The ideas stem almost entirely from unverified by David Grush. He was the whistleblower, U.S. intelligence officer during the interviews in his 2023 congressional testimony on UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomenon. Grush alleged that a craft of non-human origin crashed in Magenta, Magenta, Italy, near Milan in 1933. It was recovered and held by Benito Mussolini's fascist regime.
Benito.
But what did I say?
Bento. Bento's a Japanese snack tray,
Benito.
meal tray.
How do you pronounce it?
Benito.
Benito Mussolini, fascist regime. Pope Pius VII, then in office, backchanneled information.
You mean you gave him a high five? What do you mean backhanded?
I misspoke. Back-channeled information about it to the United States. The U.S. later acquired the craft around the end of World War II. And that is from testimony of one David
Okay.
Grush.
And we don't know who that person is or was. So now, if the
No,
U.S.
we know who David Grush is. He testified in front of Congress.
Okay. If we go along this route, if the U.S. is in possession of aliens or alien craft okay?
Right.
And if we go along with this, that one landed in the Vatican, in Italy, near the Vatican, okay?
Right,
Then
right,
why not also extend that one landed in Soviet Russia, and they have aliens and alien craft?
Well, actually,
and in China, and
it's
in
a world phenomenon.
South Sudan. Why not?
There was one that crashed in Russia.
So they have all the
Of course,
technology
everybody's trying
too.
to reverse engineer it, but we don't have the unable to build the necessary, what's the word, material. Some of the craft itself, the molecular structure, the atomic structure, is formatted in such a way, it's where the levitation occurs, or the anti-gravity.
Oh, even the top scientists haven't figured it out. It's so advanced.
No, it's not of this world, and we don't know how to make it. No,
I
it's
see.
impossible
Right.
to make.
Got it. McLobster, Pope Benedict really looked like he may have been from another realm. He may have been a plant. Well, Dodger agreed. They work well together, entertaining and funny. Also, they are quite intellectual, a refreshing
Oh yeah,
change.
that's what Curly. Yeah, Curly was patting himself on the back. I did hear that part. We're blue collar over here. We're not these intellectuals. Well, give me a
Blue
break.
collar.
You can think blue collar.
Well,
people
anything above
think.
the third grade is he considers intellectual. So that blue collar. We're blue collar here. No, you're prison collar. What are you talking about? Blue collar. Tommy's not blue collar.
Oh, bus driving is blue collar.
Tommy is the finest Egyptian cotton collar that you can buy.
Tommy needs to leave home.
He lives at home?
Well, I think he does, doesn't he, with his
I don't know.
parents?
I have no idea. Never thought about it.
To be a functioning adult, you have to leave home. Well, that's not their culture. I don't care what. In America or Canada, you got to leave home.
Well, I agree with that. Yeah, you should get out when you're 18 or at the latest after you're 22 and finish college. You got to get out. Yeah. But anyway.
Now, I was forced out of home, but, that's a different story. I had a dream about that, in fact.
You ever have a dream about Big Mike and Obama?
Never.
I had a dream about Big Mike a few nights ago. It was really freaky. He was not wearing his wig. And I think we were at a football game or a
really
baseball
believe
game.
that, though? You
No,
serious?
this is true. We were in a baseball stands or something like that, a concert. No, I think it was baseball in the stands, and Big Mike was sitting right next to me. And he had like a 3-day stubble. His hair was short. He wasn't wearing a wig.
You really think he's a man? She's
And
a
he
male?
had a very deep, it's very possible.
Oh, it's possible. That's different than you
It's
think.
very,
so.
well, I mean, it's very possible means it's very possible.
And who's the woman that believes the French president is married to a?
Oh, Candace Owens. Well, that's very, very possible too.
Yeah, I've never listened.
Because
to
you can dispel that rumor in 1 second, in one day. Go to
Have a physical.
Go to the Sorbonne University Medical Center, and give some blood, and check
Oh,
the
that's
chromosomes.
True.
Okay,
True.
and in fact, you could have multiple universities and research clinics, do a blood test, check her chromosomes, and publish the announcement. The
Did
results.
you see that clip?
And
where
it's done, male or female.
he was coming off the plane and she kind of grabbed him and started slapping him around.
Oh yeah. Well,
Was that
he's got a big slap. Yeah.
And then he smiles. He goes, nothing to see.
Well,
here."
what's even weirder about their relationship is he was a minor when she was his school teacher,
Oh, boy.
and they were involved. Really? Well, they're French, and then in France they do all kinds of weird shit.
Yeah.
Like when the guy Mitterrand, who was a former president, when he died, not only did his widow show up at the funeral, but also his mistress.
Well, look at Elvis Presley. He had
But in
3 of them
Europe,
there.
I guess they don't give a shit. That's okay.
Presley had Anne Margaret. There was 2 other women. His wife at the time, and then his girlfriend, the latest girlfriend.
Well, yeah, whatever. But he's a rock and roll star, not a president of a country.
He's
There's
the
a little
king.
difference there.
He's the king.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. Hello, Davy Smalls. Seems like every other comment of mine doesn't come through. I don't know why that is,
Oh.
Davy.
Speaking
No idea.
of which, I commented on something, and one of your because I couldn't delete it.
I don't have any wrenches. They've all moved on into their successful off
I-
YouTube lives.
Here, I'll do it.
Barely or rarely do they show up on the show. Yeah. What did you type that got
Again.
removed?
I said.
Or didn't show up?
Okay, I just put in testing. You can't
There it
see
is.
it, can you? Oh, you can see it?
Yeah,
Oh, maybe you just passed over it.
there it is. Shows
You
right
have
up on
it-
YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway. You'd like to give me a $25,000 loan? I'll pay it back on agreed terms.
Are you talking to the audience?
To you.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
I'll pay
a
it
bank.
back.
I'm not a bank.
I'll give you monthly payments.
Listen, from a guy who can't pay a dental bill and he wants to borrow a big sum.
Well, that's
of
why I
money,
want to pay it off.
You don't need 25,000 to pay it off.
20,000. Pay off. Get out of debt.
Send me the bill.
20,000.
Well, how much is
I'll
the bill
make
right
monthly
now? How much
payments.
is the bill right now?
The dentist bill?
Yeah.
It's about $1,700.
Wow. Is there any of that? Are you paying interest yet on the?
Oh yeah. That started back January 1st. They added on the interest. Yeah.
Okay, so you used the credit card, so the office has their money.
Oh yeah. They were fully paid. Yeah, no question about
okay.
that. Yeah. But the receptionist or the desk lady there told me that there's a credit card you can get that they suggest that they say you might want to look into it. They're currently offering, because a lot of the patients there were using it. They're offering 6 months no interest if you pay it off in 6 months. And I said, well, 2,000, maybe I can do that. So I got the card, I got approved, and I got the root canal and crown. Excellent work,
And they got their money.
And they get paid by the credit card, yeah. And I thought, well, I got to pay this off in 6 months to avoid the interest. I didn't do it, so they lopped on, whatever
Now,
hundreds
when
of
you
dollars.
say
back.
they, it's the bank that gave you the
The
credit.
credit card bank, yeah. So it's currently $1,600 or $1,700 on the bill. But anyway,
I wouldn't mind paying off your dental office, but they've already been paid.
well, the dental office has been paid. That's correct. Yeah. Okay. Well, I thought I'd ask. You know,
But you didn't ask for 17. You asked for 25,000.
well, because I could get out of debt, because I'm wasting money every month in interest. You know, which just never goes down. So I could. It wouldn't matter
you owe
to you.
25. You owe 25,000 on your credit card.
On assorted debt, yeah, 25,000 to an EDMM would not be
No,
material at all.
that's a different thing. I don't want to enable bad behavior. See, you've been conducting
not
bad
bad behavior.
Yeah, you've been getting into. For the
Well, at
dental
least
bill,
I didn't join a
dental
cult.
bill. I understand.
Okay,
But for the
I
rest of
didn't.
the debt,
I didn't join a cult. I didn't sign over my life's earnings.
you're
and,
living
car
beyond
and
your
house.
means. You're living beyond your means.
Buying food is not living beyond your means.
No, you don't owe 25,000 on food.
No, I don't. No, I owe it on
Other things. That you don't need.
luxury vacations to Paris
Right,
and
other
New
things
York.
you do not need.
Right. Anyway, okay, very good. Well, I thought I'd ask. You know. Anyway, okay. Melania is hot. Yeah, she is. Yeah.
Beautiful woman, beautiful,
She's a beautiful
intelligent
woman, right? Extraordinary. Yeah. I want to see that movie. Have you seen that movie, Melania?
Is it coming to YouTube?
It's on. It's in the theaters. Eventually, it might be on. It's on some channels like Hulu or HBO or something.
Well, I have.
If you look it up,
Amazon
you can see
Prime.
where it's available.
Amazon Prime. I'll have to look.
It
What's
probably
the name
is.
of it? Melania.
Melania. The movie
Melania.
or something. Yeah.
What's her home?
It's on
country?
plenty. It's on multiple YouTube internet channels, websites.
What's her country of origin?
Slovenia,
Slovenia.
which is pretty near, of course, everyone's
Bear
favorite.
territory.
Serbia.
Bear territory. Yeah.
Well, he's not just down the hill from Serbia. Right?
I'll bet she's got a temper.
Maybe she does, but who knows? You think Bear Clooney watches any shows now that he's out of the business?
I think he does. I think he does. But he disappeared, and good for him.
Yeah, absolutely good for him.
I'd like to see him say hello here, but he stayed away from the.
Well, he hasn't talked to me in years. He hates my guts for some reason.
Well, or some other shows.
He changed over. He turned overnight and was totally against Crappy.
Something happened. I don't know what happened, but
I can't pin it down. but
he came on your show and he was ready to mop the floor with you.
Oh, I remember that show.
He had his big boots on and his blade.
He had his Siberian war sword.
War hat
with him. He was
on
ready to
and-
chop off.
and
He was
he
ready
was-
to chop off heads.
And all of a sudden, I'm hearing, I like you. This is good.
Yeah, it took
Totally
him about
turned-
3 minutes, and he turned into a nice guy.
And then the next thing I hear, he was
Or he
bad-
changed his attitude quickly.
really going bad after.
Yeah. No, yeah. I have that effect on most people.
So,
Psychopaths, I really can't help.
Have you and your team identified other psychopaths besides the one?
Well, there are many psychopaths, people who suck up the
Sycophants.
psychopathic content. Psychopaths.
Okay. And so but you don't put them in the same category as the psychopath.
Well, they're not. Well, there are actually quite a number when you really sit down and think about it. There are definitely psychopaths out there, more than one. There's no question about it. There are people who have personality disorders. There's no severe personality disorders. I just said personality. I'm speaking Chicago English. There are people who have definitely for certain personality disorders of varying levels. And the people that are, for the most part, fairly normal, quote normal, they've all moved on from YouTube. They're living successful, primarily happy, successful,
and I don't
good lives.
You asked me am I still going to be doing animation with the Green Room? And I thought because I'm not here to antagonize people or harm people, and I've been contacted off the air by. How many? 3 or 4, and they don't talk about me. Okay, and I not a problem. I've complied, but I don't think Green Room minds. I think he likes the attention.
I don't know. I have no idea.
But did it bother you that I was doing them? I mean,
It doesn't bother me. It doesn't matter to me.
Oh, you said, are you going to continue to do that?
Well, that was just a question. Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess. If I come up with a good idea. Yeah. But somebody gave me that idea. Once I heard it, I go, ooh, I should do that.
Right. Pavel, come on, Doxx. You could nurture Morty like JB does Jack. Jax is really a big supporter of... I'm sorry, JB is a really big supporter of the
Yes,
Jax
he
channel.
nailed that. He nailed that. Because the best part of the show, because I happened to watch this one, because I recorded, was Narc came on and was asking some tough questions. And what happened? Mama Grizzly, JB, had to come on and protect his cub. Jax can handle himself. He doesn't need JB there. So, and then JB started going after Narc and just disrupting.
Well, I didn't
everything.
see any of that. I was probably
I saw
sound
it.
asleep when that was going on.
And if,
or I just
and if
was
that,
watching.
when I look at
or
the
I was
super,
watching something else. Yeah.
When I look at the super chats, when I get off of your show for yesterday, if they're down because it's the second show and it's not as popular as the first one. It's going to JB. I mean, you got to just let him do his thing.
Yeah, let me read this comment here, because here's a guy who is just virginal in his naivete. Rufus, how come you've made so many enemies, Morty? The fact is, Rufus, I haven't made, quote, so many enemies. The fact is, if you listen to the deranged and the demented, that's what they'll tell you. But the fact is it's not what you're saying, okay? People who will say that about me are the awful, 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 sick, twisted people. You haven't realized that yet, Rufus. You haven't come aware of that. You haven't been hit with the awareness yet. But stay tuned for future psychopath content. I doubt it'll change your thinking, Rufus, but at least I can say, or you can say, well, all right, I've been exposed to it.
How do I phrase this? Do you take any responsibility for enabling you to be the target, to be like a popular target?
Well, let me give an example. If I put on a Trump T-shirt and take a nice casual walk downtown,
You'll never get home
coffee,
alive.
I will be attacked. Okay.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, I'd be attacked.
Or I'll be spit on, or someone will throw their coffee at me, or I'll be verbally abused. All right. So now your question was, do I take responsibility for that? Is that your question? Well, I shouldn't have to, because putting on a T-shirt and having a walk downtown should not affect anybody.
Well, you're a popular target, it seems to me.
No, I'm just saying anybody with a Trump T-shirt who gets attacked, why should they have to worry about wearing a Trump T-shirt? So it's not that person who's deranged; it's the assaulters who are deranged.
A little common sense, don't wear it.
But I would not wear a Trump T-shirt downtown, because I know it would not end well. I would be, like I just described. People would flip out. Anyway, okay. Breitling, hey Breitling, how's it going? I think Doxx missed the definition and use of actual satire. Not everything is literal, but it is used to explain follies with irony and exaggeration. Yeah, like, for example, you mentioned the straitjacket. Has he ever been in a straitjacket? I don't know. But the straitjacket illustrates the character.
And now that you've explained the copper to me, it did mean something. But with the music, I'm just telling you what I thought, this is creepy. And I don't think it's effective.
Well, that's your opinion. I think it's an epic quality video, because it's full of truths and illustrations.
Get that many views on it, and you've been
well. Unfortunately, Breitling and Crybaby Saggy Skins channels, both of them produce really outstanding quality videos. They don't get many views, and that's a shame, because they have really great stuff. But maybe I can show that video on my channel. Maybe I can do that. I'll see how that works out. It's phenomenal video, yeah.
Okay.
But everybody, don't watch my crappy show. Go to Breitling Watching Time and watch his psychopath video. He put it up a few days ago. It's phenomenal.
He's got a new one. The Demented Degenerate Award goes to Curly. 1 view.
Oh, really? Okay.
Bates
That's
Motel,
a good award. That's a hard-to-get award, too, by the way.
64 views. There's no vacancy.
Yeah, he should be getting hundreds and hundreds of views on this.
Clear Signs of a Psychopath, 87 views.
That's all, 87. He should be getting 1,000 views on that.
It's not effective.
Well, people just don't go to his channel. They're not aware of it. They need to check out his channel.
They're aware of it. Come on. They're aware of it.
If they were aware, they'd go look at it. They'd watch his
how many
channel.
views? You get 400 or 500 views sometimes.
I'm gonna try and show it on my channel because people need to see the video. People like Rufus, and
Why don't you
people
just
who
put the
are-
link on your in your comments?
Well, here it is. Just I'll type it in the.
No, where they can click and go right to it.
Well, here
like-
it is. Hold on.
No, not in the live comments. After
No,
the
no,
show.
no, no. Hang on. There it is. I just typed it in. Go to that channel and watch his videos.
There's no
It couldn't make it. It can't be simpler than that.
there's no hyperlink. I'm saying
No,
put a
no,
hy-
that's the title. We're communicating on the same thing. Just go to YouTube and type in that in the search bar, and you'll see his page.
that requires effort. I'm saying
If a person can't type in a channel name to look it up, then I can't do
you
it.
got to make it as easy as possible.
No, Pavel, you nurturing a pushing 50 adult man who lives off his parents is too delicious to ignore. JB.
I think he's directing that at JB. I think
Who's he referring to?
JB.
Is he referring to Jax?
Yeah, you're nurturing.
Oh, you? Oh, okay. You nurturing
words, to
a
JB,
near
I
50
think.
adult man who lives off his parents is too delicious to ignore, JB.
He's got a house. I don't know if he lives off his parents.
I don't know. I've never heard that he
I don't
lives off
know
his
his,
parents. I think I heard him say he works every day. He's independent. Yeah. Okay. What's this? Wait a minute. What? What was that? Rufus, do you have a Trump T-shirt you're dying to wear and can't? Yeah. During the campaigns, I have like 5. Let me think. I have 3, 4, or 5 official Trump T-shirts. I have an official Trump sweatshirt. I have one MAGA hat. It's the black one, okay? And I might wear I'll wear some stuff at home, but I can't wear that out in public. Not in Portland. If I lived in Texas, Oklahoma,
Oh, easy. Yeah. You can-
Salt Lake City, Florida, absolutely. If I lived at the Villages, I'd be wearing a Trump T-shirt every day and a MAGA hat every day. Yeah. Can't do it in Portland, Minneapolis, Seattle, Los Angeles. You can't do it. Yeah. You can't wear it on an airplane. There's lots of videos of people freaking out because somebody on the airplane is wearing a MAGA hat or a Trump T-shirt, and some deranged liberal nutcase
They had to
complains to
drag
the
one
flight
lady off-
attendants,
off
and
the
the
plane.
captain will stand behind the flight attendants and say, "You have to get off the plane. You're causing a disruption." And the passenger goes, "What? For wearing a T-shirt?" But if he was wearing a Black Lives Matter T-shirt or an Obama, Biden, Harris T-shirt, nobody would say anything, okay? So these people wind up suing the airlines for mega millions, and they all win because, or they should win, because that's just
the
unbelievable.
clip I
insanity.
saw was a woman. She was upset because the guy across the aisle had a Trump T-shirt on, and she was going hysterical. And they finally
these people,
they finally said you
liberalism-
have to go, and they had the police in there had to haul her off, and the whole cabin started clapping that she got taken off.
Yeah, right, yeah. Liberalism is a mental disorder. It can't be better put than
Or it's a religion. You can't talk to people.
Oh, they're
they just-
deranged. Okay.
Yeah.
A repressed
Bum.
A repressed bum bandit and the most depressed lonely donkey in the world. Who are you referring to, Mikey?
I don't know.
You and your boyfriend? Who are you talking about, Mikey?
It's sad we have to. You put something up there. You got to speak in some kind of coherence.
Repressed duckhead bum bandit. What's a duckhead? Who's the duckhead?
F head. He's talking about an F head, I think.
Oh, fuckhead. I see. Who are you talking about, Mikey? Yourself?
He's not a fan of mine because I banned
Oh,
him
you.
off
So
the
he's talking
channel.
about you and me?
But I took him
He's talking
everybody
about
off
pasta,
of that.
Pasta and Uzi? Who's he talking about?
But he's always held it against me. Then he begs to get back on.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Wilkinson, good evening, gents. Do you think AC3 is equal to or worse than Gary Ridgway? I have no idea who that is, Gary
That's
Ridgway.
the Spokane Green Valley Killer or the Green River Killer, I think.
No, I don't know.
Ridgway.
I have no
come
comment.
on.
I don't watch the Archie channel anymore, so I don't know.
Gary Ridgway.
But he's not a killer, if that's what you're saying. Pavel. Haha, Doxx is exactly right. JB Mama Bird swooped right in there to run interference. Jax doesn't need anyone running interference.
I know, but JB has to do it. He's Mama Grizzly. He's got to. Plus, he loves having his face up on screen.
Okay, well that's you. That's you.
That's
saying
my
that.
observation.
That's
Not
you.
I don't represent anything on the Morty's channel.
Rufus, you've really got to stop with the Kool-Aid. Poor Rufus, drinking that
quite
raspberry Kool-Aid. As
You got
refreshing
another-
as it is, he believes everything he hears over there.
You have another list?
Poor guy. I don't have any more lists, no. Oh, he's talking about people who think I'm a horrible person. Or I have a list of enemies, but he doesn't understand that the people who he's saying I've created enemies with are the most deranged, deluded, what's the word? Deranged. I can't even think. There's so many D's. Deranged, delusional, decadent,
Dangerous.
defiling, defaming, lying, pathologically lying, whatever makes you happy, Rufus. Look at it that way. Over talking is worse than long talking. Yeah, you're the over talker, Jack.
Doxx. I'm the
Doxx.
overtalk. Well, I
You're
got
the
to get a
overtalker.
word in once in a
Oh,
while.
you're always over talking. Yeah. Pavel, grow up, JB. Breitling, oh, that is terrible gaslighting. Do you take responsibility to be attacked, Morty? Yeah, that's a real liberal technique, talking point there. Yeah.
I just asked a question. That's all.
JB, Doxx, did you let him do his thing? I guess he's talking about Jax.
Yeah. Well, I said it. He said it best. I'm going to play it on my show. I think he summed it up very well.
37 viewers. Thanks everybody for watching Sunday afternoon. No content diner show. Thank you very much. Mark the Shark. JB, I'm glad you're looking after him. He needs a good friend. Real talk. Okay, very good. Let's catch up here. Doxx wants to bum green room. See, Mikey really is, that's all he thinks about. Okay, so. All right. They're the bum talkers, no question about that. McLobster, researchers never get credit for their work behind the scenes, illuminating the myopic details of the subject at hand. I don't know what you're referring to, McLobster. Well. Rufus, I've seen them, not impressed. They're bad, Morty.
Talking
You've
about
seen
the-
what?
The
Rufus?
videos, Breitling's videos.
Well, no, I don't expect Rufus would be affected at all because he's already drunk in the Kool-Aid and he won't, it's like the liberals, you can give them all the facts in the world, they just won't believe it. So it's okay. It's okay. I'm a great supporter on that channel. Which channel? Rufus. Oh, boy. I get Maurice's frustration. He can't be his authentic self where he lives. So wandering, he's so angry with liberals. So wondering, he's so angry with liberals. What is he talking about? I don't know what you're talking about, Rufus. Please make that a little bit more clear. Oh boy, I get Morty's frustration. He can't be his authentic self where he lives. So no wondering he's so angry with liberals. No, that's not it at all. Just liberals are deranged and have destroyed the country. That's all that's about. Right. Pasta. Listen, you two doing streams together is a great thing. Okay. Well, the only mark of greatness is super chat. Money. Ah! Okay. The only mark of success is money.
You got to pay the bills.
Right. Got to pay to play, Mikey. You got to pay to control. Okay. It's all control and manipulation. Send money. I don't care about the money. Send more money. Okay. Love the Doxx and Morty show. Right. Okay. Right. Amazing. McLobster, it's more likely that Morty has a Bernie t-shirt than a MAGA. No, I don't have a Bernie t-shirt. What are you talking about? Pick your pronouns. Maybe Doxx Report wants someone to make cool videos for him too.
Who said that?
Pick your pronouns. Who we don't know who that is.
Well, I'm getting into this AI stuff. I can do it. I found a good one for the UAPs. I took that off of X though.
Amazing. Yeah. 31 viewers. Thanks everybody for watching the channel. Pasta, $2 super chat. Thank you very much for the channel support, Pasta. Jesus, Morty intimidated me to send a super chat. Fuck me dead. Wow. You, the Marine, you're not easily intimidated, Pasta. I don't buy that. It's hard to, you can't really intimidate a Marine, you know. Come on. But thank you for the channel support, Pasta. Yeah. Wow. Oh, look at this. Rufus, $1.99 super chat, channel member. Thank you so much, Rufus, for supporting the diner. Thank you. Appreciate that. Hello, Max. They, them, theirs, themselves. Exactly. What are you going to have for dinner tonight, Doxx?
Oh, I already had. I already ate. I'm gonna go bed hungry, I think.
You're going to go to bed hungry?
Yeah, it's good
Why?
for you. I got to get on the sit-up board tomorrow. I'm gonna push the water, but I had a nice big chicken Caesar sandwich roll.
You having the Jack's chicken sandwich once a day?
No, I purchased the ready-made sandwiches at the Costco deli.
So the EDMM is going to go to bed hungry?
It's good for you. Is the EDMM going to get on the sit-up board? Yes. Is the EDMM going to get on the...
Yeah, but even
Jerry Jones, the
bodybuilders-
billionaire, is on the treadmill.
But even bodybuilders who are working out every day,
they're terrible.
They eat
they
meals.
abuse their bodies. They're not healthy at all.
How about a bowl of soup? Cup of soup for dinner?
Oh, I got some chicken noodle soup in the fridge.
So have some of that for dinner.
Costco. I'm not hungry.
Okay. It's up to you.
If I get hungry, I may take a snack or something.
By the
but
way, is Wawa 24/7?
it is, but you can't. They won't have certain things there. You can't order. You can't go in
Right,
there at
yeah,
midnight
yeah.
and
But
order
they'll have
breakfast, but-
packaged food always.
Yeah,
in the,
they'll have something. They do have the chef in there. You could order some dinner, I think.
Yeah, but if it's overnight, they'll have, plastic wrapped sandwiches and snacks and stuff. There's always
But
food.
they do have, the cook is there. So, but I don't know. You can't have the entire menu, I don't think.
Slip him a 10. He'll make you something if he's off duty.
Yeah.
Say, look, here, for you, make me a burrito.
But I'm a
really
morning
hungry.
person.
Well, the kitchen's closed right now. So
I'm-
here, this is for you.
I'm in bed 8 o'clock.
Okay. Mac Lobster, $2 super chat. Thank you, channel member Mac Lobster, on behalf of Rufus. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you very much for helping the channel. Okay, Morty, we got that. And pasta. We're caught up. Thank you, guys. Doxx is so busy, he can't make a sandwich. Well, he just said he's not that hungry. Though he said he doesn't want to eat, but then he said he's going to go to bed
I just ate a
hungry.
little bit ago. After I came in and I ate.
Okay, well, whatever. I don't see how having a snack before bed, if you're hungry, affects you working on
I'm
at
not
the gym
hungry.
tomorrow.
I'm not hungry.
Okay, well then there you go. Is it possible you actually are hungry, but you convinced yourself you're not hungry?
No, I'm going to push a little water before I go to bed, see if there's anything on YouTube, and get to bed early.
Right.
And if I get up at 3:15 again, I'll try to record the show.
Oh, the new Hate Channel show, right?
Well, it seems to me it's the same.
It's the same show.
Yeah, but it's not. There's no all this freedom that he's got now. It's. I think the thumbnails have kind of gone downhill, and Curly's got that bot or whatever that reading the chat. I'm not really not buying into that thing.
Well,
Background.
You don't have to.
He's got all this freedom, but he hasn't. They're not playing anything.
Well, maybe the show's not for you. Maybe you're not the target audience.
Well, I was told I was holding
example,
him back. I had too many restrictions. Well, now it just seems like it's the same show. He'll get his feet
Let's
under
see
it.
if you're the target audience. One, and this is just a quick checklist. Are you an ex-convict? it's just yes or no. Are you an ex-convict?
No.
Okay. Have you ever been arrested?
No.
Are you gay?
No.
Do you steal drugs from doctors' offices? Do you do breaking and entering to
No.
steal drugs?
No.
Okay. Do you color your hair blonde?
No. Thought about it.
All right. Do you fantasize about prison sex romances you had in the past?
No.
Okay. Well, maybe you're not the target. Maybe you're not the audience. Question. Oh, any updates on Jay Gray? I don't know anything about that. Any latest news? Or
I heard he's in a hospice or something.
I don't know anything about the details, so I don't know. If anybody knows, you can share it with us. Loose Tooth. Doxx, did you watch the gold medal hockey game today? USA face blasted the Canadians. Holy cow.
I haven't watched anything about the Winter Olympics. Nothing. Doesn't interest. I had things to do, cover plants, go out on the side, do some work. But when I watch over-the-air television, I don't bother.
Right. Yeah. Can you imagine? Just imagine, you have a dog or a cat, okay, and there's a medical emergency with your pet, okay. So you call up your regular vet's office, and you go, "Can I come right over? My animal, my dog, whatever, he's having a seizure or he's choking, something, So they say, "Come right over immediately. We'll take care of you right away." So you get in your car and you haul ass over to the vet's office, and the doctor looks at the dog or the cat, goes, "Oh my God, we got to do emergency surgery." So the doctor goes to his locked medicine drug cabinet with the narcotics and all that, and he sees, "Oh my God, someone broke in here last night and stole all the drugs." Can you imagine that? And then that
based on human
person, you hear
behavior,
that
I can
person's a
imagine
dog
about
lover.
anything.
That person loves dogs and pets and animals. And these things happen in life, baby, So your dog maybe has to be euthanized or tortured and suffering because the doctor doesn't have the narcotics to do surgery. It's just incredible. But, whatever. Okay. All right, let's continue on here. Yes, that's a good comment. By the way, the invite link is posted. If anybody does want to come on the panel, I'll let Doxx know first before we bring on any guests.
Thank you.
Oh, of course, yeah. I think a major change with Doxx would be if he stays on when other people join shows. I think that would be great for the audience. I'm just saying. Mm-hmm. Have you seen that fox recently? Haven't heard about the fox in over a month.
No. And the tree the woman wanted to spare because of the crows, they've moved on. They're not going to build a nest there. They're smarter than that.
What about, I don't know this story. What about the tree?
Oh, the 2 houses down.
Yeah.
We all three, there's my neighbor A, which is right next door to me. Neighbor B is the second house down. So they're talking about neighbor B's tree that's blocking the palm tree. It's a monster. It's a cherry laurel. It's just overgrown. It's a monster.
So where do the crows come into the story?
The crows come in. So I called up a contractor. He wanted to cut it down, and he had it trimmed for like $500. I called the guy up for $400. He'll stump it. I said, just take it 3 feet and just cut it off, and then when it grows back, it'll sprout. We'll just keep it trimmed, So he was there. Yeah, let's do it. Sign it up. Oh, all right, okay. So the same day, the crew showed up and went to work, and the wife, who has MS, she was out there without her walker. She was pissed because I later had to. Took a check to the door, and he wouldn't accept the money because I said I'd go half, but he didn't want it. And they left 2 branches, like long, not branches, but trunks, because it's a multi-trunk tree. I go, how can you screw this up? What? Because she was out there. And then I noticed there's some crows building nests. She didn't want to cut it down because of the nests.
Oh, that's nice.
No, it's not nice, because the crows are smarter than that. They moved on. If we can see them, they're not going to build a nest there. So she stopped him, and it looks ridiculous. So I'm just staying away.
So it looks like a weird mutant tree now,
yeah,
the way it's
like-
cut.
And I'm just staying away. I figure we got
This
it
is a
almost-
job for Boris, PhD, the botanist, to get in on.
If she would have just not, and then because when I went to deliver the check, I was talking to him. He has a booming voice, by the way. He goes, "My tree, my money." He wouldn't take it. And then she was there, and she comes. They didn't even knock. They didn't even ring the doorbell. I heard a chainsaw, and that's what got me out there. So, but it looks much better than it was. Much better. But unless you're looking straight on at it, and then you're going, "What the hell?"
Well,
Why would they?
wouldn't you, speaking for yourself, wouldn't you, if you had a nice tree in the backyard, wouldn't you like to have birds and nests, crows or whatever living there?
Not so much crows. And trees are a risk because of the hurricanes. I'm glad I don't have any trees that are really close.
Okay, well, forgetting the hurricane idea for a moment, wouldn't you like to have a nice, beautiful tree
Well,
in
I
the
had trees
backyard
in
with
Las
birds
Vegas.
living in it?
And I had hummingbird nests. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And in fact, a robin built its nest there, but it's so damn hot, and I don't think that made it.
Question, Doxx, when the tree is dropped, do you just stomp the brains out of the iguanas?
There's no iguanas in Central Florida.
Right. Pick your pronouns. If this is retirement, let me work forever. Wow.
I hope you get your wish.
There you go.
Once you've tasted retirement, there's nothing like it.
I don't know if that's true for many people. Many people want to work. They love it. They don't want to retire. George Burns was asked many times on Johnny Carson or whatever, why don't you retire? He goes, retire to what? Because he loved what he did.
Well, yeah, he's entertainer, and I guess.
So what am I going to do?
Find something to do.
Well, he liked what he was doing, so he didn't want to retire.
Well, if you can do it and you like doing it, then continue doing it.
Exactly. I agree. Right. That was a typical they, them comment. I mean, pick your pronouns. Right. Yeah. Green Room seems to be flourishing in his newfound retirement. Does Green Room work? Does he have a job?
The story he told publicly, he was in nursing, and then he brought certain things to the attention of the administrators, and they wouldn't act on it, so he got really upset, and he didn't return to work. So
Now, he's talked about this. You're not revealing
no, I'm
anything.
not. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, he talked about this. Now he doesn't
So
answer questions.
he was a whistleblower, and they didn't
Well,
like him.
not so much a whistleblower. I don't think public. It was just an internal thing.
Oh,
You know,
internal
like,
thing.
hey,
Right. And they didn't appreciate
Yeah,
his-
because he really
his
cared for
interest.
the patients, and
I see. All right, well.
And I guess they
So
were
if he's working 9 to 5 like now, we don't know.
I don't know anything right now.
I don't know anything either, right? YouTube streams about an Aussie youth. Right. I think I know who Pick Your Pronouns is. Yeah,
Really?
But-
Okay.
maybe. Yeah.
Can you put in the private chat?
No.
Okay.
Right. When you were in Las Vegas, did you ever go to one of the big time shows at one of the hotel theaters?
Yes, Celine Dion. Is that her name?
Celine Dion, right?
Dion. Yeah.
What'd you think?
It was okay. I was up in the at a date, and I had a neighbor who was like he was renting, but he was in charge of setting up the stage production or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
So we were like up in the back and like in the production area. It was kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
But
Do you think she's a beautiful looking woman?
well, I was so far up there, and I didn't really have an opinion on it.
She really, back in her prime, she really not attractive at all.
Oh. I don't know.
Reggie set up the stage? No, this was in Las Vegas. Reggie wasn't there.
No, this guy was setting up the stage. He's from Mississippi originally, big guy, a man's man, underwater diver, all this stuff. So he was living with a girl next door, a Canadian girl, and then when they broke up, his move was he had his motorcycle. He'd be over at Starbucks, and he'd be right at the door.
Okay.
To,
Now,
to say hello to the ladies as they came in.
right now we have a guest backstage.
All right, let me go.
No, hang on. And it says Mr. Blonde, but without photographic evidence or
Well, have
some
him
kind
show
of
his
proof,
face if it's
we don't
Jax.
know who it is. Now, the real
It's
Mr.
Dirk.
Blonde has
It's
been on
Dirk
many
or
times
somebody.
on camera. So if it's really Mr. Blonde, he'll show himself so I can bring him on. But without that, it's probably, the racist anti-Semite.
that's
Hey,
true.
it's the real guy.
Oh.
It's the real Mr. Blonde. Thank you very much. Would you like to stay on, Doxx? Or?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay, let's bring on Jax. Hey, Jax.
He's in his Lexus.
How's it going?
Hang on a minute.
This is
All
sweet.
right. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Yo.
How you doing today?
I don't know. I'm fine. I'm getting ready to go do laundry. I was just listening to the show and it sounded like you had some questions or concerns about my show that I'm doing. So I just figured I'd hop on. We could talk about it.
Oh, questions or were there any questions, Doxx, or concerns about the show?
No, I wish it goes well.
I don't recall
Well,
any questions.
the show is, in a sense, yes, the same kind of show because just because I went to another platform doesn't mean I can automatically share screen. I can't share screen from an iPad, so I can't play any clips. So, like,
Right.
as far as that goes, it's kind of the same. But yeah, it's you know,
Well, you're a new sponsor. He could easily go on the Best Buy website and ship you a laptop for $500. I mean, it's pocket change for him.
well, I didn't ask for anything like that. I didn't, I don't really care about that kind of stuff.
I'm surprised he just hasn't said, "Here, I'll buy you a laptop. It's only $500. It'll be plenty powerful enough to do a show." It's all it
No,
costs.
no,
He probably will. He probably will.
I don't know. But I mean, we've only done 2 shows, so we'll see how it goes. I mean, nothing changed. If it becomes not fun, I won't do it. I mean, that's pretty much as simple as it gets.
Mark the Shark says, "I thought JB did your laundry, Jax." Very good.
No, people can give JB shit all they want. He's my friend. I talk to him quite a bit. He's one of the only people that have ever stepped up and said anything for me as far as, people trashing me and stuff. So
He's a rock solid guy. Yeah.
So as far as I'm concerned, JB can do whatever he wants. He's good with me. He's good
people
with
in
me.
the audience think you are outdoing Doxx with your car because the owner of CFN has a Corolla and you pulled up in the parking lot next to him and in your Lexus. And
That was a funny comment.
Yeah. No, I mean, listen. Well, I wish Doxx would have got a Lexus. Of course I do. But, I mean, there's nothing wrong with his Corolla. It's a nice car.
Oh,
Yeah.
while you're here, I hit a rock coming back.
thank you, McLobster. Thank you very much for the super chat. You hit a rock.
Does it harm the windshield if I put a little acrylic finger nail polish on? It's not chipped.
No, it's not going to hurt it. But like you and I spoke about, if you call the
I
auto
did that.
glass.
I did that, and I sent him the photo, and they said it's a scratch. It's not
Okay.
a chip. It's a scratch,
Okay.
but it's on the black area.
Yeah.
And you can see the glass. So I just put some black marker on it. So now I'm thinking I'll get some black acrylic nail polish and just kind of touch it, just so you can't see it.
Well, that, or you could actually take it somewhere and have somebody put a strip of window tint over top of it at the bottom, and you'd never see it again.
Oh, really? That's an idea. It's on the side. It's what is that black mesh all the way around? Is that the antenna?
Yeah, well, there's an antenna integrated in it, and then a lot of cars have factory, window tint like that around the edges and stuff. But there's an antenna integrated into it sometimes.
That's an idea. Just have them put just
have
strip.
them window tint. You can do a strip at the top, a strip at the bottom. A lot of people tint their entire front windshield.
It's only it's like a bullet hitting a steel plate. It's only like your fingernail, this small finger.
Yeah, it's not going to. If it was
But
going
I
to
can
crack,
see it. You can see it because it's white against the black. But other than
Sure.
that, it's just cosmetic.
I get it.
Mm-hmm.
And I did inflate my tires. My tire gauge that I had was so screwed up, so I threw it away.
Ah, okay.
Wow,
I
some
got-
nasty comments coming in here. Wow.
I got
Yeah, what is it now? Snitch? What is
I've
it?
removed most of them. They're just nasty.
Yeah, I don't care. Again, these people, they
Well, at
have
least they're
nothing.
talking. At least they're talking about you. If you're a lightning
Well,
rod, that gets views.
they have nothing else, man. It's so easy to point fingers and say what you would have done in a situation when you weren't the one that was in it. It's, that's fine.
Yeah, what was pretty funny was I heard, Crazy Uzi on one of the other shows. I think it was yesterday, and he went into a spastic rage about me, saying, "You hear Morty talking about?" He was calling us incels living in their basement with
You're
their
projecting, Morty.
Hold
That's
on,
what he kept saying.
with their pants down on by their ankles, jerking off while they're watching YouTube, and he got really offended by that, which means I nailed his profile 100% on target. Incredible.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a little talk with him on Doxx, stream. It is what it is. So,
Wow, amazing.
no, I
But
I just saw you were live. Huh?
No, go ahead. Yeah.
What? Oh, nothing. I just saw you were live. I figured I'd jump on. It's actually snowing here, but it's not really sticking. It's kind of flurrying right now.
Isn't there a northeastern going on or something?
It's moving through here, but like by 7 o'clock, it was going down to like 30% chance or something like that. So I may run into some shitty service here in a second where I'm at.
Do you have Wawa in Ohio?
What?
Wawa.
No.
You got that. You got that truck stop.
No.
Shorties, or what's the name of the truck? 100 gas.
We have
station?
we have Loves, we have Pilot, we have Go Mart, we have I don't know. We have Speedway. We have a lot of that kind of stuff.
Which one has the best coffee?
Oh,
Well, we'll never know.
Jax, your image just froze. Your audio
He's
and
in
image
bad.
just froze.
He's in a bad area. Bad
area, maybe. Yeah.
I see it Yeah, it's buffering. Is it back?
Oh, yeah. Your audio's there. You go. You're back. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going through a little shitty part of town here. It's yeah, and like I said, the weather's here. Hang on. I'll show you. Hang on. See. It's kind of flurry and snow.
Yeah. How would you describe the ride in your Lexus? Is it quiet with the windows rolled up? Can you hear street noise? Is it comfortable?
Oh no, I do. It's
smooth?
130 miles an hour and it's quiet.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, it's quiet. So. Okay. Well, I just want to make sure nobody had any questions or concerns or whatever. So I just want to stop by and say hi.
Right. Well, thank you very much. Good luck on your next show. And,
yeah, we'll see how it goes.
No stream tonight, right?
Nah, we take tonight off. Usually 2 nights on, 1 night off. So I'm going to go and do laundry and get that done and over with, and then that's pretty much it.
Right. Very good. All right. Well, thanks, Jax. I'll see you later.
See you later, man.
Take it easy. All right. Boy, getting some really vile, hateful, provocative comments, or
lightning rod,
stirring the shit comments there coming up. Yeah. Wow. Shit stirring comments. Right.
They just want to light his fuse, is what they're after.
Exactly. They're the fuse lighters. Yeah. Okay, this is good. Pavel, imagine driving an hour each way to wash your clothes. That's rough. Well, maybe it's only a 5 or 10 minute drive.
When I was the 4 years I was in the boarding house, there was no washer dryer. I had to go down the street. Mm-hmm. I can only remember doing I must have gone all the time. I'd have to.
There's nothing wrong with using a coin laundry if it's a nice, decent place, not populated by gangsters and pimps and drug dealers.
Yeah, you had to.
Right. There are people who live in Beverly Hills adjacent who, are regularly using coin laundries, because they live in apartments that don't really have washer dryer in each unit, but they want to live in that address, at that address. So, yeah. Is Spain only an hour away from Jack's? That's the comment of the night, because I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
No, JB lives in Portugal, not Spain. I think that's what he's referencing.
I see. Okay. I see. Okay. Wow.
That sounds like Staying Alive, an Indian tune that says "Staying Alive, Staying Alive."
That's not saying "Staying Alive." It's just
It has the melody of it.
Really?
To me,
I never noticed that.
I can kind of pick it up. Staying Alive.
Okay, maybe
Staying
so.
Alive.
Staying Alive. Wow. Okay.
The melody.
Let me listen to that. Let me just make it. Okay, is this "Staying Alive" from Saturday Night Fever?
You turned it off. There it is. Staying alive. Staying alive. Staying alive.
Wow,
You hear it too now.
I never thought that was similar to "Staying Alive."
Staying alive. The Hindu version.
Well.
The Hindu version.
Okay, well. Doxx is in a Bee Gees tribute band in the Villages. Hey, that would be fun.
Now, it's funny you should mention that. The neighbors rave about some of these tribute bands. Which one were they raving about? Chicago. They got a band that sounds exactly like Chicago. And there's another one. They get sold out immediately as soon as they get here.
I think Floodland's right. The lyrics were "Staying halal, staying halal, staying halal, la la la, staying halal."
Hey.
Right. This is true, Hurricane. I read about this. I looked it up. Someone mentioned this. Morty, did you know that Jell-O was the state snack of Utah? That really is a thing in Utah.
Speaking of Utah, the President Donald J. Trump has pledged to save the Great Salt Lake, the lake. I didn't know it was in trouble. It's drying out, I guess.
I didn't know anything about that. Yeah, but Jell-O is a thing in Utah. It's amazing. It's like Spam in Hawaii. It's just like they're Jell-O crazy.
Oh, that's
true. Look it up. Just Google it. You Google it.
Okay, I'll do it right now. Is Jell-O popular in the...
Oh, there's lots of articles about that. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Oh, it's true. Look it up.
Yes, Jell-O is notably popular in Utah, more so than in any other United state on a per capita basis. Utah is the highest per capita consumption of Jell-O in the United States, a fact that's been widely reported and celebrated for decades. In 2001, the Utah State Legislature, give me a break, officially designated Jell-O as the state's official snack, via a resolution recognizing it as his favorite among residents. This came after campaigns and petitions, including efforts by BYU students to highlight and reclaim the title amid sales data showing Salt Lake City often topping national markets for Who to thunk it.
You know what I really can't stand? I don't mind Jell-O. Jell-O's fine. But sometimes, I would at a restaurant or a cafeteria style restaurant. I mean, they would have Jell-O, like orange flavored Jell-O, for example, with bits of pineapple in it. Like, dull pineapple chunks.
You don't like
pieces.
that?
Oh,
What about marshmallows?
Ugh, awful. But some people make Jell-O with pineapple and or marshmallows in it. It's awful. Yeah. Right. Okay. Mm-hmm.
That's a good one by Floodland about the Mormons.
Yeah, Jell-O's the Vegemite of Mormons, right? Yeah, ambrosia. That's Yeah, I can take it or leave it, really. Ambrosia. Yeah. Yeah, Hurricane. I remember being a little kid, being in Lancaster, Pennsylvania on a family vacation. And I had Pennsylvania Dutch noodles with chicken, something like that. And it was just phenomenal. It was just unbelievable.
In a pot pie?
Maybe it was also, maybe I also had a chicken pot pie. But I remember the Pennsylvania Dutch noodles and chicken thing. It was,
sounds delicious.
It was unbelievable.
Delicious.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Kingpin is one of the last great comedies. I don't know what that is.
Staying alive, staying alive.
Well, the invite's up. If anybody would like to join the panel, Doxx would be notified first, if that were the case.
Thank you.
Roy Munson, who's that? What's this? Let's just say it revolves around. I don't know what that means.
Can I ask how old you are, McLobster? McLobster?
"32 viewers watching the non-content Sunday afternoon show at Morty's Diner. Welcome, everyone. And hello to the lurkers and haters. He's mid-winning. Gee, I kind of, now that I think about it, I wouldn't mind a nice bowl of Jell-O right now, or dish of Jell-O. That would be pretty good.
A little pineapple?
No pineapple. No.
What about pineapple on pizza?
A Hawaiian pizza? I don't mind a Hawaiian pizza. It's not my go-to choice, but it's fine. Yeah. Do you buy lottery tickets, Doxx?
They're available in the stores, I believe. I never do.
Right. Just not even for fun, just to buy a couple dollars tickets every once in a while?
No.
Right.
No. You can buy them. I see seniors buying them, and then they also have like gambling places here. Mm. Like I don't know if they're punch boards or slots. Now the neighbor across the street, there's bingo. She must play a lot of bingo because she wins. Anybody who wins is playing a lot. But sometimes it's big money. I mean, $500, that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. But no, can you imagine? I could go in there with a bunch of seniors sitting around.
Have you ever made Jell-O at home?
No. No.
Oh, I see. Some of Bill Murray's best work. It's called Kingpin. I see. Doxx, do you still have a pair of bell bottoms for later? Don't even know what that
I did
means.
have the Levi type bell bottoms back in the 70s. No, I really like these when it gets a little bit cooler, these pants that I bought at Costco. What the hell was the name of those? Yeah, here it is. Adidas men's tricot pant. And I got a two black color, a gray, and a blue. Mm-hmm. The Adidas men's tricot track pant features classic athletic styling with signature 3 stripes down the sides, made from 100% recycled polyester tricot fabric. These pants offer a smooth look and a soft feel while supporting sustainability. The moisture-wicking fabric keeps you dry and comfortable during workouts or casual wear. Design features include an elastic waistband with internal draw cord for a customizable fit, front side pockets for secure storage, and ribbed cuffs for a slightly tapered silhouette. The regular fit provides a relaxed yet polished look suitable for both athletic activities and everyday wear.
I don't think I would wear anything that said on the label made of recycled polyester.
The tricot construction offers pill-resistant durability with a soft brushed interior lining for added comfort, warm in the winter. These versatile track pants work equally well for gym sessions, running errands, or casual outing.
What are you reading?
I did a little research on it.
Oh, I see. You researched the
I kept it on my notes here.
I see. Got it.
So in case if I see them again on sale, I'm going to get them.
Right.
Different
Was
color.
that Suckerhorn here before? It very well may have been the real Suckerhorn who
Nah,
was
he's
at
not
the
gonna
beginning
use-
of the show. It may have been. No way to know. I don't know. What's a Canadian staple? A poutine? Well, maple syrup. I would say a Canadian staple would be beer, but you're asking a dish. What's a Canadian staple dish? I don't know. Canadians take another L today. That mean loss?
Yes.
Right. Yeah, okay. Air fryer. Yeah, right. Okay. Very good. A Canadian staple dish is the donair. What is that, Hurricane? What is that? Guy Gadwa. They can't even beat us at their own game. Gee. How can Canadians lose a hockey game? How's that possible?
The Donair is a Canadian sandwich
Oh, I see. Never heard of that. Okay.
originating from Halifax, Nova Scotia in the early 1970s.
That must be incredibly humiliating for Canada to lose ice hockey or curling. You know, how can they lose curling? Something like that.
Well, there was a big brouhaha over that curling. Somebody broke the rules.
You know, for most sports, you have to go to like a sporting goods store like Sportsman's Warehouse or something to buy a baseball glove, baseball bat, a basketball, a soccer ball. For curling, you go to Home Depot and buy a broom. Really strange game. Canada won the gold in curling. Okay, way to go. Right. Yeah. A donor is Turkish. Does Canada have an original sandwich? Well, that's a great question. Does Canada have an original sandwich? Very interesting. I don't know. Hurricane, what do you think?
Morty, I'm going to hop off.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for your appearance today.
Thank you for having me on.
All right. You bet. I'll see you later. Doxx report, everybody.
Thank you.
Hurricane, donor and donair are different. Davy Smalls, Face Blast, 50, 100, 50, 20, 50. Face Blast, 50, 50, 100, 50, 20, 50. This repeats all night. Yeah, it's absolutely true. You're absolutely right. It's that's what they do over there. Yeah, people want that face blasting. They pay for it. 20, 50, 100. Face blast me, baby. Baby. Yeah, it's the blasters are all that happy to provide the blasting, and the suckopaths over there can't wait to pay enough to get face blasted. It's just it's bizarro world. Yeah, pretty incredible. Absolutely incredible. All right, let's continue on here. So, yeah, we don't know what is a donaire or a donaire. Okay. Mrs. Wilkinson, I feel uncomfortable with face blasting. This never happened in the 60s and 70s. Well, you make a very good point there, Mrs. Wilkinson. A very good point. Yeah. TFW. Jack sees that TGO1 guy in his chat. What's TFW? I don't know what that means. All right. Curly has mind control on the Gimps. Gimps? Okay. Yeah. Well, basically, yeah. Okay, the milkman in the 60s would never allow such blatant abuse of dairy, such as the face blasts of today's era. Well, milkmen have a funny reputation back in the day. The husband leaves the house at 7 a.m. to go to work, and the milkman shows up at 7:30, You know what I mean. Right. Okay. Mrs. Wilkinson, I still get my milk delivered. Still happens in Chipping, Camden. Wow. Exactly. They're the milkmen. Right. They're the blasters. Lapping it up, slurping it up. They can't pay enough to get that slurping action going. Yeah. Amazing. So the invite link is up if anybody would like to join the panel. Any of you succopaths out there who would like to maybe join the channel here, talk about whatever, Just saying, It's available if you'd like to stop by. Otherwise, this is a no-content Sunday show. And we're living up to the title.
We need to start seeing results. If we do not turn a profit soon, Morty is going to have someone's nuts in a fucking sling. I don't want to hear that he needs to shoot coke with a straw in his ass on a live stream to bring in the money, or sadistically beat a crack whore for $1. Morty has class. He is not a degenerate ass.
And we've got 37 viewers. Thanks, everybody, for watching the show. All 37 viewers. Lurkers, haters, insane asylum escapees. You're all welcome here. No problem. The executive board, right. Gigadwa, he's Jaxie's personal sponsor, baby. Who, JB? Well, what if he is? As Doxx would say, what does that have to do with you? Yeah.
What exactly is projection in psychology terms? Projection is a subconscious defense mechanism in psychology where an individual attributes their own unacceptable thoughts, feelings, motives, or traits onto another person. Instead of acknowledging their own uncomfortable emotions, such as anger or insecurity, the person projects them outward, accusing others of feeling or acting that way. Only truly sick and fucked up demented people use projection, simply because they do not want others to know about their demented thoughts, so they consistently project them onto others. Demented degenerates often use projection because they are ashamed of their own feelings, or they have a deep, sick and twisted mind they try to hide. The problem with people that project often is it really hides nothing. It just shows their true feelings of what they want and how they want it.
Holy shit. Wow. Holy cow. Unbelievable. Gigadwa. As an O Block native, I could never be seen with someone like Jax, much less associate with him. Just really? Wow. You were in O Block? Wasn't that the, well, I don't know. Staying Alive, is that the Village theme song? Very funny. Very funny. Okay. That actually makes kind of sense. That's pretty clever. Okay. Cook County Jail, baby. You better believe it. Joliet State Prison, baby. There's one there called Stateville Prison, I think, also. I don't know. I would imagine state prisons in any state, but it's Illinois in particular, must be particularly fucking gruesome. Jesus.
Just for a moment, ooh, hey. Listen and close your eyes. Get ready for my sick and demented ass, baby. I'm going to love you all down. I see the weight upon your shoulders. Super chat my gross degenerate ass. You know I love you, baby. Sit back, relax, and let me blast. Uncle Curly just needs your body and soul. Ooh, yeah. I've got that cotton candy vapor lips, your favorite music on, yeah. Don't you worry about a single thing, from right now until the dawning. You know I love you, baby. Sit back, relax, and take a face blast. Let me take control. Super chat this ass and let me take control. Relax, Joe. Relax your mind. Relax your mind. Relax your mind. Just let go. Face blast like gross ass. Baby, let go. Baby, let go.
Wow, unbelievable. I didn't know about bathrobes in prison, but I guess, yeah. Okay, Max, just turn around, please. Make sure nobody's impacted by that blasting. Morty, Rufus, Morty, those clips are definitely at blasting volumes, really? Okay. Yeah, put you in the mood, right? Spread those cheeks, lube up, baby. Chicago style. Uncle was in the white-collar jail. There was none of this stuff. Oh, yeah, you believe that? He was probably in the shoe, knowing that guy. Day one, they probably put him in the shoe. Somebody joined the panel, so we don't need to see these clips. Well, no, that makes good sense. Right. Wow. Incredible. Whew. Amazing. Yeah, speaking of clips that we don't want to see anymore.
Even the truly majorly insane have moments of clarity. It is not often, but sometimes they can get it right when they truly know the truth, and it is outwardly communicated outside of the fantasy land in which they live. This is the demented and deranged. A moment of clarity.
Mental fucking illness is everywhere in this fucking whole. I gotta honestly say, my assessment, I think Crappie's the most normal fucking person out of everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good point. You know, he's a nice guy.
I gotta honestly say, my assessment, I think Crappie's the most normal fucking person out of everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good point. You know, he's a nice guy.
He is a nice guy. Even the crazies know he is a nice guy. A sane guy. That Morty, he is a nice guy. The asylum knows that Morty is a nice guy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good point. You know, he's a nice guy.
Mental fucking illness is everywhere in this fucking whole.
The demented, the deranged, no Morty is a nice guy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good point. You know, he's a nice guy.
Mental fucking illness is everywhere in this fucking whole. I gotta honestly say, my assessment, I think Crappie's the most normal fucking person out of everybody.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I gotta honestly say, my assessment, I think Crappie's the most normal fucking person out of everybody.
Yeah, that Morty. Oh, he's a nice guy. Nice guy. The demented, the deranged, no Morty is a nice guy. Even the crazies know. Nice guy. Nice guy.
Wow. Awesome. What an incredible video. And the Grammy goes to Morty's Diner. I think so. That's the best. That's the greatest fucking song of the year. Floodland. Don Rickles had a similar theme song. I'm a Nice Guy. Really? Is that true? Yeah. Yeah, that's the fan favorite. Morty's a Nice Guy Insane Asylum clip. Right. And McLops was talking about the thick crust. Okay, we get that. Wow. Unbelievable.
Even the truly majorly insane have moments of clarity. It is not often, but sometimes they can get it right when they truly know the truth, and it is outwardly communicated outside of the fantasy land in which they live. This is the demented and deranged. A moment of clarity.
Mental fucking illness is everywhere in this fucking whole. I gotta honestly say, my assessment, I think Crappie's the most normal fucking person out of everybody.
Yeah, that's a good point. You know, he's a nice guy.
I gotta honestly say, my assessment, I think Crappie's the most normal fucking person out of everybody.
Yeah, that's a good point. You know, he's a nice guy.
He is a nice guy. Even the crazies know he is a nice guy. A sane guy. That Morty, he is a nice guy. The asylum knows that Morty is a nice guy.
Yeah, that's a good point. You know, he's a nice guy.
Mental fucking illness is everywhere in this fucking whole.
The demented, the deranged, no Morty is a nice guy.
Yeah, that's a good point. You know, he's a nice guy.
Mental fucking illness is everywhere in this fucking whole. I gotta honestly say, my assessment, I think Crappie's the most normal fucking person out of everybody.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I gotta honestly say, my assessment, I think Crappie's the most normal fucking person out of everybody.
Yeah, that Morty. Oh, he's a nice guy. Nice guy. The demented, the deranged, no Morty is a nice guy. Even the crazies know. Nice guy. Nice guy.
Wow, what a just phenomenal video. Great song. Okay, let's go back to the comments. Rufus, when you have to remind yourself you're a nice guy. Again, Rufus missing the point. He's missing the point, but what can I say? What can I say? The majorly insane have no street number. They are known. Now it's not the fan favorite clip. Oh my God. That's a banger of a clip. Absolutely. Yeah. Wow, the invite link is up. I'll put it up again. I'm getting hungry for lunch. Holy shit! What time is it? 2:37. I'm gonna wrap it up in a while because I need to, take a long piss break, and get some lunch. Mm-hmm. I thought Doxx would have loaned me that, would give me I thought he would have given me a $25,000 loan. I mean, I'd have paid him back pretty rapidly, too. But I guess not. It's my fate out here in pauper land. Right. Lots of psychopath content is coming soon to the channel. Many people, I hope you watch it. Stay tuned for details because it's going to be explosive content. But beware, caution, heavy loads involved. Okay. Wow. Amazing. Greetings to the sheep that are watching, the sheeple. Very nice. Holy shit, the sun just came out. It's blasting sunlight outside. Damn. Can't even see my computer screen. Well, it doesn't matter. There's nothing going on anyway to see. So. Okay, I think I'll wrap it up in 5 minutes, unless somebody wants to super chat or wire transfer 25,000, super chat a couple hundred, PayPal, Cash App, super chat, See, if I were really rich, but said I'm the poor, maybe I'd be getting lots of super chats. But when I'm really poor and say I'm the poor, send money now, then I barely get anything. Oh, it's so painful. So depressing. The big Portland meetup. Details coming soon. You know who really would want to come to the big Portland meetup? I mean, would really love to come to the big Portland meetup? That guy in Texas, 80 Never Calling, he would love to come to the big Portland meetup, but in protest, he will not show up. Guarantee it. Guaranteed. He'll be making fun of it at home. Goddamn Portland meetup. Fuck all them people. Fuck them. Yeah, truth is hard to swallow. And I mean, I'm using the word swallow specifically. Truth is hard to swallow for a lot of people. They just can't handle it. They just can't handle it. It's tough, It means coming to reality. And then it also means thinking to oneself, well, if that's true, maybe then that other thing is true too. And then maybe that other thing is true. Oh my God, I've been living a life of delusion. Yeah, well, hey, why should I care? Doesn't matter to me. Doesn't affect me. Oh, look at this. Davey, AD is a big critic of your meetup. Really? Oh, is he really? Wow. So I was right. Oh, he's filled with jealousy, envy. He's like a spurned lover. That's what it's like. Really? He's obsessed with the meetup? Oh, man. Wow. I didn't know this. I have copies of all the shows, over there, so I guess that's where he spewed this, his obsession, but I haven't listened to the shows. I copy them, for possible future reference, looking for original content, which means, showing other people's content, but, right. JB will make any meetup the best meetup. Right. JB Done It All Man. Yeah, we know who you are, JB Done It All Man. Okay. Nice alias there. Actually, the home for the majorly insane, they're out of room. There's no more spots left. Not even the bunk beds. They're all full. They're full up with, majorly insane YouTubers. They haven't got a bunk to spare. Not even one bunk. Oh, really? He's over there trashing the Big Portland meetup? Well, what do you expect? Absolutely amazing. Amazing. Well, no, it's not amazing. It's sad. Very sad. But, there you go. Amazing. I've got to tell you, this is in all honesty, in all sincerity, except for the Watch Reporter channel, this is the funniest channel out there. There's just no question about it. We put together the best non-content content that's out there. When we have the Big Portland meetup, I'm going to have to phone ahead to Voodoo Donuts and make sure they have enough of a supply of cock and balls donuts for all the YouTubers in the community who will be going to Voodoo Donuts as one of the events. Because if there's one thing everybody out there is going to want is a Voodoo Donuts cock and balls donut, cream filled. Yeah. You better believe it. McLobster, will Breitling be DJing at the meetup? I don't know. That'll be pretty good. Yeah. Guy Gadouin, Jax will be fighting Curls over the time slot on his own channel pretty soon. Oh, you think so? Wow, that would be pretty good. But it's got nothing to do with me, of course. Why should you? Davey Smalls, I might grab a few donuts next week. Haven't had any in a while. There you go. Well, I told you Voodoo is canceled, Morty. What do you mean Voodoo is canceled? What are you talking about? That's the number one cultural attraction in all of Portland. Besides the daily, setting of fires around town and civil disruption, Voodoo Donuts is the cultural attraction. Rufus, channel member. So let me get this straight. Are you saying your beef with that guy is all shtick? Are you just creating and contributing to circular drama? No, I'm not saying that at all. That's a very strange question. Are you kidding? That'd be actually pretty funny if it were all shtick. But no, it's not shtick. He is deadly serious in his hatred and viscountness. Where am I again? I feel like I have imposter syndrome, but JBZ is a real cool guy. You should say is a really cool guy, but that's okay. A real cool guy, that can work. In Chicago English, that can work. Guy Gadouin, it's Pizzagate all over again. Well, you know, that Pizzagate stuff, it was all true. About the Epstein and the child trafficking and all that shit, it was all true. Alex Jones was right again. Vindicated again. Oh, what's this? Rufus, I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about you. Okay, let me go back to the comment. So let me get this straight. Are you saying your beef with that guy is all shtick? Are you just creating and contributing to circular drama? No, the answer to that is 100% no. Absolutely not. I am illustrating and highlighting what goes on with the haters, the viscountness people, the vicious, hateful, degenerate, demented, vaping, drug-induced, brain-addled, homosexual, not that there's anything wrong with that, bi-curious people over there who just spew hate and lies, pathologically lying content, day in, day out, spewing hatred and viscountness, lies, distortions. Like the quote goes, hey, just make it up. And when you make it up enough, you know what happens? When you make it up enough times, the big lie, the sheep believe it. That's the approach. You make up the big lie and you just keep repeating it. And after a while, the people will believe it. The sheeple will believe it. It's been proven. It's a proven technique. Anyway. You get what? So is the voodoo donuts shit fucko? What does that mean, Guy Gadouin? So is the voodoo donuts shit. What the fuck? I don't know what you mean. Yeah, I saw some of that. That guy is guilty as shit. He's up to his ass in the Epstein scandals. Because if it was all shtick, that would be absolute genius. Well, I am absolute genius. I am an absolute genius. That's what they all say. I got past the 3rd grade. That makes me an academic, a scholar. Whatever the word scholar means. He said scholar, what is that? Yeah. But, yeah, I am a genius. I have genius IQ. In a relaxed format. But I don't join Mensa. I don't see the point of Mensa. Doesn't make any sense to me. But it doesn't matter whether your IQ is 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 180, or 99 or 95, It's a matter of what kind of person you are and how you treat people. I mean, the Clintons have extraordinarily high IQ, and look at them. They're just corrupt, evil Satanists, same as the Obamas and Big Mike, and all those Democrat scumbags. Well, I don't know what Pelosi's IQ would be. She's kind of stupid. Kamala Harris is an idiot, the only reason she got through law school and got all those jobs was based on giving blowjobs to Willie Brown. This is all documented truth, She was his mistress. That's how she built up her positions there in California. District attorney, all that shit. She was Willie Brown's mistress. That's just fact, Zero accomplishments. Except she delivers a hell of a BJ. Real cool guy is a quote from a certain guy in Germany, but thanks for correcting. I don't know what that means. Okay. You said Pizzagate was real. My response was, voodoo is real. You think so? Okay, maybe it is. As George Costanza would say, remember, it's real if you believe that it's real. Well, actually, what he said was, remember, it's not a lie if you believe it's not a lie. Well, something like that. I don't know. That's when Jerry had to take the lie detector test. McLobster, channel member, is there a good provider you'd recommend for face blast insurance for attendees at the Portland meetup? Well, no, there's no face blasting in Portland. Not at the Portland meetup. We don't do face blasting here. You're thinking of something else, yeah. Mega Value, hello. Pelosi moved to Florida for lower state taxes. That would be pretty funny. Yeah. Morty, you're a pretty cool guy, but JBZ is the coolest. Well, you really like JBZ, don't you? JB done it all, man. Okay. The Voodoo Donuts conspiracy is really... Fuck me dead, you won't... Never mind. All right. I'm not aware of any Voodoo Donuts conspiracy. Rufus, channel member. Who's all going to this big Portland meetup? You're the only one on here talking about it. Well, I haven't released the details yet. That's why there's been no attendee list or, names of people who are attending. Wait till the details come out. Dates, times, events, hotel discounts and, all that stuff. Then we'll see. Then I'll present all the names. People will be talking about it. Right. Okay. Well, people are talking about it now, but yeah. People are talking. Those were good shows when Watch Nicholas would go out on the scooter to the liquor store. Those are pretty good. I got a lot of laughs out of those shows. It was pretty funny. McLobster. If there are demented, degenerate strippers there, I would like information. Oh, Portland is full of strip clubs. And as a matter of fact, some years ago, I don't know if it's still true, but Portland, Oregon has the highest number of strip clubs per capita than any other American city. That is true. Certainly was true up a few years ago. That was well known. I have not been to any strip clubs in Portland because Portland women really, not that there aren't beautiful women in Portland, but it's, yeah. Oh, I see. I get it. Okay. Floodland. A tall 40-year-old on a scooter was pretty comical. Yeah, it was pretty comical. That's the word. Yeah. 30 people watching. Let's see if I have any thumbs up here on the on today's show, or thumbs down. Let's take a look at the YouTube page. 14 thumbs up. Can't even get 50%. Oh, it's so sad. So depressing. I bet you, as a matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised when we have the big Portland meetup if some of the lurkers and the haters attend. They come to Portland to lurk behind the scenes at the meetup goings on. I wouldn't be surprised at that at all. They check into the hotel, they'd be lurking while everyone's having a meal, lunch or whatever, or, getting a shawarma downtown or at Voodoo Donuts. They'd be there, but nobody would know who they were, because they're wearing a beard and sunglasses and a hat kind of thing. And they're lurking in the background of the actual meetup. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Nope. Be careful for Boris, PhD. Right, exactly. Whatever that means. Yeah. Well, whatever happened there? Right. Whatever happened there? Amazing. Will this meetup be held in the Voodoo Donuts basement, Morty? I haven't thought about the basement. I can't imagine what goes on in the Voodoo Donuts basement. Yeah, wow. Okay, we're going to wrap up the show in about 1 or 2 minutes. Time to take a break and have lunch. Go for a 1-hour walk before it becomes dark outside. Then everybody has to stay home except the dangerous element comes out on the streets. Last couple of minutes for fuck you comments, compliments, questions, super chats, cash apps, Ko-Fi. Now's the time. Maybe I should add Kool-Aid to the diner menu, because a lot of people out there are drinking Kool-Aid. They're the Kool-Aid drinkers, so maybe it would be a popular offering on the menu. Offer like raspberry, lemon lime, and cherry. I think those would be the 3 big flavors. Yeah, that could work. Maybe we'll add that to the menu. You know who's watching the show in the background? You know who's lurking? That guy who's going to be on the hate channel tonight with the insults and put downs. He's watching. He's lurking. Mac Lobster, channel member. If Doxx flies in some skanks from the villages, that would be a big draw for certain people. I wouldn't mind meeting some senior citizen skanks over at the villages. I'd be hanging out with them, having a lot of fun. Yeah, playing pickleball, shuffleboard, mahjong, pinochle. Lots of very, very good-looking elder, senior citizen ladies over at the villages. That'd be very nice to socialize with, and more. Loofah talk, baby. Gigadwa. So, who's coming to the fake meetup, Mort? Well, I haven't published the details yet. Once I get the details out, I'll let you know. Rufus, have you seen or heard of this French-Canadian band that's all over my YouTube feed? They did a show with KEXP. Angine de Poitrine. Nope, never heard of it. Use plenty of high fructose corn syrup in the Kool-Aid. Oh, absolutely. If I were an everyday mega millionaire and some needy good guy, nice guy out there in YouTube land needed $25,000 as a loan with monthly payments, I think I would probably help him out. There's no collateral, but it's a risk. But being an EDMMMM, I'm a nice guy. I would probably help out somebody like that. Rufus, I thought the meeting in Portland was already supposed to happen. You mean supposed to have happened? No. It hasn't been. The actual details have not been announced yet. It's coming up. When I have the itinerary and plans all set, then I'll provide all that and then take it from there. You think Rufus will be buying a plane ticket to come to the big Portland meetup? Who knows? I mean, one activity could be at nighttime we go down to the ICE detention center, which is near downtown, and, inhale some of the tear gas and, meet some of the Antifa rioters. That could be something. Right, got it. All right, that'll end up today's show. Everybody get your credit cards ready for the hate channels later tonight. Get your super chat get your super chat funds lined up so you can blast away with the super chats in exchange for blasting and hate and lies. Have a good time later. That'll be fun. I'm going to make something for lunch. Maybe a turkey sandwich with some potato chips. That could be pretty good. Turkey on toast. Slice of cheese. Little mayo and mustard. Lettuce and tomato. That could be decent. I don't have any of that in the fridge, but yeah. Voice texting, right. Oh, no hate tonight? Oh, there's hate every night. What are you talking about? Staying hello, staying hello, 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 staying hello. Yeah, it's a catchy song. Yeah, that's the, it's not really, no, the answer is, if that's all there is, I'll have it, but I never go out to seek American cheese. I never buy it at the supermarket. Rufus, does this remind you of high school, Morty? You're not hanging out with the cool kids. Is that what it feels like? That's sure what it sounds like. You mean the deranged and the demented? When I was in high school, I did not hang out with the deranged and the demented. So I don't know what you're referring to there. If you think the deranged and the demented, the racists, the anti-Semites, the convict mentalities are the cool people, the cool kids, well then I don't know what to tell you, Rufus. But stick around, psychopath content coming soon here on the channel. Yeah, okay, JB, got it. JB done it all, man. Got it, right. Rufus, I don't know. I always hung out with the geek and the cool kids. I walked through raindrops, Morty. What does that mean? I walked through raindrops? I don't even know what that means. There's tonight's watch content. Seiko SPB 525. Please do not buy it for me. Nobody, please. Do not buy this for me. Send me the cash instead. I need the cash. I have bills to pay. Thank you. Ah, amazing. All right, that's it. I'm going to have lunch. Thank you, everybody, for watching the show. That includes you, Rufus. Thank you for watching the show. Thank you very much, everyone. Thanks to today, we had 6 donations towards the channel. Thank you guys very much, and ladies, and they, thems. Thank you. And coming soon, psychopath content. You won't believe it, but it's coming. It's going to be great. Good night, everyone. Thank you for watching.